Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sandhills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning, happy Tuesday to you. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. If you like very cold, rainy weather like Bill does, you're gonna have
my dream day.
You're gonna be a happy person today.
And it's a Tuesday also,
rain
which
all
is
day.
a weird feeling day no matter what.
Why is that?
And it's just Tuesdays, so that's the weirdest feeling day of all the days.
Is it?
Yeah, you just don't know quite where to go with it. Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rainy day, so stay inside, enjoy that. I'm sure Bill will be happy. Me and Sip will be.
Well, it helps with one thing. Drought's over.
Right.
What do we get for rain? Can we get
I
breakers?
don't know what we have so far.
Please chime in.
Stay inside.
Stay inside. No reason to go outside today. I don't know what we
Stay inside.
I don't know what we have yet so far, but we have had a lot of rain.
Can't stare at the sun though, Jake.
Nope, can't do that today. Maybe tomorrow. Can stare at the sun again.
I'll tell you what. There's a couple things that is amazing about dogs is that they understand day and night like immediately. They understand so many things. Just go, how do they just figure this out so easily? I'll tell you the one thing they don't understand is thunder and lightning.
No, they
all of a sudden,
they don't.
Sugar wanted to go out last night, and I go to take her out, and it was right when the lightning was it was going crazy, and that did not go well for Sugar.
Approximate time, Bill?
This was about 12:45.
Okay.
Middle of the night. In the middle of the night, and then all of a sudden, I mean, when I let her back in, she's like, "Get me back inside." It was just that is not something that they understand. Thunder and lightning's a lot. Now, I didn't hear much thunder, but there was some extreme lightning going on.
Here's the deal with Bullet. He can hear thunder in the distance.
Yeah.
That's what freaks me out. Like I'll take him to the door and he'll stop and he'll look around. I'm like, what? What's going on? And it's not, I can't even hear the thunder, but I know now it's just thunder in the distance. He can hear in Seward, he can hear it and he won't go out.
Yeah. It's like,
I'm like, come on, Bullet.
Yeah.
And there'll be nothing. Now if it's presenting itself like it did to Sugar, yeah, he's a mess.
Sugar's face was like, "Get me out of this right now." When I opened the door to get back in like that, it about knocked me over to get back inside.
Oh, she's a big dog.
Yeah, big
she
dog.
Weighs what?
She's a happy dog.
Big happy dog. 70 pounds of fun.
Oh God, I thought she'd be bigger than that.
No, not bigger than that. No, 70
She's
pounds.
got a big old face on her.
A big face.
Yeah.
Don't say that to her.
She might be taking offense to that.
Yeah, let's just.
No, yeah, you gotta be careful with that, especially females.
Yeah, exactly. Start saying.
I told a girlfriend once she had big old feet and it ruined the entire day.
Yeah,
I could see that.
I go, Kelly, you got some big old feet.
Do you call them clown feet?
No. So yeah, it's rainy today and it's kind of the temperature's dropping. It's gonna be in the 50s. Don't look at me like
After
that.
it was 87 degrees yesterday.
Thing of beauty.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You like it?
Yes.
Don't go outside. You'll go outside though, won't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I gotta go outside.
Yeah.
Yesterday was like a not a Bill Busch day. Today is a Bill Busch day. It was 88 degrees yesterday.
Yesterday was not Bill Busch day.
It felt like it was hotter than that. It was hot out. Then it all switched about like 7:30 or so. Then it got pretty nice again. And Sugar was glad to be back outside.
Today's Tuesday,
June 3rd.
June 3rd. We're rolling into June, aren't we?
We are. Yesterday, I played golf with a group that Bill helped set up. The Midwest Bank guys played with Doug Johnson. Travis Gunderson,
the president and owner of Midwest Bank. Yes.
You played golf where?
At Hillcrest. It was the Nebraska Wesleyan Scramble.
Yes.
I did not go to Wesleyan, but I do appreciate Wesleyan. I used to live right by Wesleyan for years.
The Prairie Wolf Scramble?
Prairie Wolf Scramble was there. And I stopped over after the event. I just walked over to see some friends that were there. You'd know one, for sure. You probably know Steve Peterson. You would have played against him. Steve Brugman was also there.
I don't remember Peterson. I remember Brugman.
Yeah. So anyway, the Lincoln East was well represented. Dana Jansen was there from the Rockets from Northeast.
God, Dana Jansen.
He was there, so that was incredible to visit with him. But I got a little insight from from Doug Johnson. I had a little insight like that because Jake's texting me the whole time. I won't get invited back. Every 10th round, I fall apart. And then I said,
I did say that.
First of all, I text Jake, how's it going, Jake? Not good. I text back. I said, Jake, you're the ringer.
I know. I felt bad.
And right away he goes, sometimes ringers fail. He got all upset.
I was trying to pull it together. Usually he could pull it together.
I said
never
something
happened.
Doug about
good imitation of his text.
that he didn't play well. And Doug's like, that's not true. Jake played really good. He goes, now, if he misses a shot, it's a complete meltdown. There's words. There is a scene.
I did not play well.
He said there's a scene going on.
Is there a scene?
There's a scene, a little bit of a scene.
What do you do exactly?
I did not throw any clubs yesterday.
There's no club throw. And he gets visibly upset.
That is true.
Yes.
And it happened a lot yesterday because I couldn't do anything.
And that first I told Johnson, you wonder why some things struggled at state golf tournament.
I have some mental issues.
Some things can get into his head. If you were playing against
there it was.
I
have mental issues.
I'm not really the most mentally strong person you've ever met.
If we were playing against Jake, if I was playing against him, oh man, it'd start right from the start. Oh, Jake, didn't know you changed your swing up. That's interesting.
Just
anything like that. Wow, are you always double clutching like that on your back? I noticed that.
That's kind of weird hitch going on.
You just add that to it right there. Yeah. Boy, the wind, Jake. I've never seen you play well in the wind before, but maybe today's your day. Oh yeah.
No, it's kind of Doug to say that, but he can admit it was an awful performance by me. I was supposed to be the best player in the group, and I'm not sure I was even the third best player.
Sometimes ringers fail.
Sometimes ringers fail.
I tell you what, though, we play with Barry. Barry works at Midwest Bank. He's also the mayor of York.
Yes.
Play with him royalty yesterday. Barry is 62 years old. He hits it as far as I do.
Jeez.
He pounds it. I'm not saying I hit it that far, he absolutely pounds it. I'm telling you, Doug hits it pretty well too. I didn't know Doug played baseball.
Yeah.
Doug was
Doug Johnson.
He played baseball at Wesleyan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Lives in Pierce now.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, who's the guy? The York mayor hits as
Barry.
far as you?
But Barry hits it a long ways, and Doug was keeping up with us all at late in the round too. He started to find his flow about 6-7 holes to go, and he made some good. He made some
Jake
good
let him
putts
down.
too. I did. I let the whole group down. I'm saying on the radio. Doug's listening. Doug, I apologize for my performance. Thank you for having me out. But
when Doug demonstrated the meltdown, though, he had Jake nailed spot on. He did. He had it like that. Yeah, just
hands.
This was Wesleyan. This is a Wesleyan event.
Yes. Big event.
Interesting.
We did not win. I think we shot 12 under par, which is okay.
Pretty good.
It's not bad.
It's pretty good.
Respectable.
Did you have a league last night too?
I did. That also was not a great performance last night.
I didn't get to see Jake afterwards. So when they got done, I came over to the dinner,
which I did have time to eat. I ate the dinner. The prime rib was excellent.
Looked incredible. I did not eat, but I was asked to eat, and I said no, I'm fine. I just kind of hung out with a bunch of my buddies for a while.
Did you have a couple drinks?
Did not. No, did not. Just came over and just. I
mean, that's a personal.
You don't have to drink to have fun, Steve. So.
You don't. Gosh, that's a social setting on a Monday.
How'd you play last night, Jake?
I did promise my golf league partner, your friend from high school, AJ also Andy, Andrew, Martin.
Yeah. AJ.
I promised I'd say on the radio that he beat me because he did. He beat me last night. AJ is a 7 handicap league. I play as a 0, and I got beat by my own partner last night.
What's going on with your golf
game? I
game?
shot 4 over. He shot 2 over.
Good job.
He played great. He played great. I played terrible.
So Andy kind of pulled out of his.
Andy beat me. I've never seen him play that well in years of knowing him. That's his best round he's ever played. And I was happy to see it.
Andy's mom and dad ran the 7 nights, and I think he lived at the 7 nights motel.
That would be awesome to live in a motel.
Andy, it was there. I think Andy can correct me on this. The house was adjoined.
That's common, I think. It is. That's a very common situation.
He always fascinated me that way. It was right by the Happy Chef on the highway. It would have been an extraordinary life. Pool right out front. Distant, like a 30-step walk to the big Happy Chef guy where you can press
the button. Yeah. Press the button. He talks to you. He's 50 feet tall. Yeah. And he had like a wooden spoon in his hand.
Yeah. Kind of foreboding in a way.
Yes.
No,
Happy Chef was
no longer there.
Happy Chef was incredible.
Okay. How long is that?
I don't believe it's there. I don't think so. God dang, I hope it's I hope it's not there because I'll be wrong. I don't think it's there.
There was a guy from he was one of the brothers who was in charge of Christensen Construction, Kenny Christensen, and their family only ate at Happy Chefs on vacation. It's all they look for. Is just and then
Wasn't that good?
But that's what they ate at Happy Chef. That
it's
was
fine.
that's where they went. That was their plan.
It's a good place. I ate there a few times for sure. The pancakes were good.
I drove in today behind a station wagon.
Nice one.
Yeah, it had to be 1978. Looked like
beautiful.
it was. So it was a 45-year plus old car, and it was in incredible shape. It was
What color?
kind of a maroon.
Okay.
Had the back seat that faced the wrong way with the giant door in the back. I'm going like, this guy has a station wagon that looks incredible. He's just whipping down O Street at 5:30 in the morning, and like nothing, like thinking no big deal. And I'm driving right behind him, going, he's driving a station wagon. This is incredible.
Greg will verify this. We saw one the other day. It was a blue. The reason I asked the color, because I wonder if it was the same person. It's not. This one was blue, and it had fat tires on the back. It was, yeah, fats on the back. It was like a.
There's two cars that stand out. Probably that car. Probably the car that stands out the most in the history of cars to me. Like that would be from the 70s. The El Camino.
Oh God!
When I saw one 2 days ago.
A car / pickup. Just think about that. What do you guys want to do? Just give me the El Camino. I want a half car. I want a half pickup. I mean, it was
hatchback. I mean, you can't sit in a like.
No.
It
It was simply a two-door car.
Yeah.
But it also had, but it's kind of like, hey, work up front, party in the back. It's kind of what it was.
El Camino.
Yeah, the El Camino. I'll have an El Camino, please.
I don't. You don't see them anymore.
No, and wish someone would bring that back, because I'd buy an El Camino right now.
God dang, they're cool. They're cool.
And then just saying, there was like one or two El Caminos in your town growing up. There was always one, someone that, Bob.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, he drives the El Camino. And it was like, when you made that commitment,
were they well-to-do at that point, would you say, El Camino drivers?
That was kind of middle.
What was the statement for them?
Mid?
Yeah, it wasn't. What would you?
What was the societal statement?
It wasn't
El Camino.
It didn't stand you apart one way or the other.
No.
Much. No, it was right in the
kind of
middle.
down the middle.
Right down the middle. But
like your dad could have had one. My dad could have had one.
Yeah.
But not a family, though. You wouldn't see a family generally.
No. And also, they were also sometimes kind of tricked out a little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes the El Camino, you might see the fat tires on an El Camino. That would happen.
Now, there's a car I'm trying to draw that you would have liked to back then.
Was it a Barracuda?
No, let's not do this. I'll think of it later. El Caminos, though, were
That's better. That was better times.
Oh my God!
Don't
get me started on that.
Better times. The El Camino and station wagons.
Station wagons.
Remember one of the standard station wagon was mostly of them were blue, but then wood panel. Let's make our car look wood.
Brownish.
Incredible. Yeah. Brownish. Yeah. Let's make our car look like wood, like we made out of wood. And that's what we're going to do.
I think the Brady's had that.
The Brady branch had that, yes. There was kind of a tannish one that they had.
They didn't have the wood on it.
I don't think they had the wood, though. They didn't have the wood.
We had back-to-back different texts that says the El Camino is the mullet of the auto industry.
I hate to put that tag on it,
but a little bit, like I said, it's kind of. But the El Camino is that's something right now. If someone drove by, Jake, you'd be like, oh, that's interesting. And me and Steve would want to stop them. We want to go out and wave them down. If they were right there at the light, we'd wave them to come in.
Yeah.
Talk to them about where'd you get it. Walk me through this plan you had.
That'd be nice if somebody could do that.
Yeah. Actually. Somebody has an El Camino. If they could drive it down to the station, we'd really appreciate that.
Yeah. With a flare gun.
Well, that was a big thing too. I talked with at Olson Associates engineering company. I talked to Ryan Beckman, former president, still runs the entire place. So he and Ryan Beckman invented Olson.
He did.
He invented Olson Engineering.
Okay, what did he say?
And he said that he almost drove off the side of the road for Flare Day. He said, he goes, as I met with him the other day, we're talking about something, I leave, and he goes, FYI, I about drove off the road talking about Flare Day. But where to get flares, how to buy the gun, everything about it.
Kind of expensive. It'll be a $100 deal.
$100 deal. You'll be invested in this.
The one person Peoria.
Yes.
Nobody.
So really? Flare Day will happen.
Nobody.
Thank you to Ryan Beckman, inventor of Olson Engineering.
Yeah, he clued you in, but we're angling for September on that.
September, yes, it's going to be a fall night. Because here's the reason why: you want to be, people have to wait up till 9 o'clock
like right now.
Off. Yeah, right now. I don't do that. I said, we want to make so. Hey, listen, sun's down at 7:01, so like at 7:14 is the official time for Flare Day.
Yeah.
So
if you're a breaker, we'd like you to fire a flare up.
If there's a break right there, somebody can do this math for us right there. Find out when the first time that sunset will be at 7:01. That's what I'd like to know.
Here's the deal. I would, if I were going to do it, I'd start planning, because it's not, you got to get flares, and I don't think it's a conventional gun. It's something that shoots flares. I don't know if I'd call it. Is it flare gun? Is that what we're talking?
It's a flare gun, 100%.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, you gotta get flares too,
Yeah.
and I think four. I think they might be $35.
If you ask some kids, I want them all to shoot one off. I would think, fire one.
That's going to get
It
expensive.
does get pricey.
I wonder if we let that again. We'll probably have to let some people in security know that the city of Lincoln's okay.
No.
Or the
No,
you don't think so? Let them know.
Ask for forgiveness.
Just okay, I'm with that. Okay,
Yeah.
ask
We
for
don't need to
forgiveness.
tell people that. No, I don't think we can tell
All
the
the
authorities.
flares going on
Imagine
down.
all the flares going on like that. We saw 1,000 flares go off.
I don't think we want to tell the authorities. We want to ask for forgiveness afterwards.
Yes, we're sorry.
Yeah. There's nothing. I don't think there's any harm, and there's nothing that would.
So it's a no harm, no
dangerous.
foul. You're saying,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of breakers firing flare guns at one time,
Yeah.
and we want it to happen all over the country,
Yes.
right? And there might be one guy in
Alaska.
Peoria.
Be guy in Alaska, possibly. Someone in Hawaii.
But wouldn't it be
potentially.
fun if you're in Peoria to shoot one up
Yeah.
and see if there's anybody
All of a
else?
sudden, 4 more go up.
Yeah.
7.
How about that? Yeah. What if
Yeah.
one goes off like in the distance?
Next
Okay.
thing you know, they're meeting somewhere.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's like we are the world. It's like, are you kidding me? I had no idea that you guys you live 6 blocks over and you're a
6 blocks.
breaker.
Right.
I had no idea. In Peoria.
Texas says September 30th would be a 7:01 sunset.
Thank you. I
That's
knew they
perfect.
gave-
End of September.
End of September.
Perfect.
7:01 sunset. 7:14.
Should we do it September 30th?
Well, no, we want to go a little bit later. So we want to go with the
Then we go to
7:14.
October. Oh,
So we go into early October.
We can go into October. There's nothing
Yeah.
that says we have to do September. You want to go early
Yeah.
October on this?
Early October.
See, yeah, I think that's a good idea because
Breakers chime in if they want to throw a date out. We're willing to listen.
it gives people a chance to buy the flare guns, which is
they have
not.
months. They have months now for that.
What website did they wanted to go to figure out that sunset was 7:01? I wonder if you just Googled that simple.
Probably.
What
he might
day
have a
is it?
farmer's almanac, possibly.
Could have an almanac.
He
You're
could
right.
have that.
Listen to Jake. I have a
Could.
farmer's
He
almanac.
could. By the way, before we get out of Island Chit, this sounds a little morbid.
What?
But IQ Crew says this does sound morbid, but the head of the OG Columbus Happy Chef can be seen south of town, a mile or two east of 81.
Why is that morbid?
Because
So
it's been taken away from its spot. It's headless.
Oh.
The head of the OG Columbus Happy Chef can be seen
Says-
south of town, a mile or two east of 81.
I thought you meant you could see the head
I
from
want-
there.
No, it's been
I
moved.
wonder if it was purchased and placed like at someone's farm, or all of a sudden someone. Do you imagine if on your farm you had the complete 50-foot tall Happy Chef just right by the barn? I mean, imagine I mean, that would be
You'd be the envy of
that-
people for miles.
miles. I mean, people would drive. Their neighbors would be
Yeah.
very upset. Well, here comes the traffic again.
Yeah.
Coming to see Happy Chef.
And now there's little kids getting out, and
Yeah.
you could still activate the button.
If the button still worked and he still
Yeah.
talked to you,
Yeah.
that would be right by the barn.
Jake,
Boy,
it was a big deal. in
it was a
Columbus.
big deal. Happy Chef.
Yeah, I'd ride my bike up there and do it.
What was that?
Right up over by where
what-
Andy.
What were those times called?
Way better times.
Way better times.
Yeah. Oh, Jake, don't get me started on that right now.
What'd the T-shirt say, Steve?
That Tamara made
Yeah.
us. Tamara's made us these T-shirts,
Yeah.
and they're actually liners like you'd wear under a baseball uniform.
Yes.
And it said "Sports Talk and Better Times."
There's some idle chit chat today. It's almost getting darker out, isn't it? Better.
Look at Bill; it's getting
Oh, it
darker.
There's water standing.
Bill,
Oh,
it's going to get darker and colder.
that's what I want to see. Oh, it's
Bill's a
incredible.
happy man.
I am very, very happy.
You are. There's a friend. There's a breaker.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I think tomorrow you're going to be happy too, and then it's
Can't
going to.
confirm that.
It
It'll
looked.
warm back up,
It
though.
appeared there's a pretty wide swath of rain that came through Nebraska yesterday.
Yes.
Okay.
It was almost north and south, border to border.
At night.
This
Yeah.
went all the way up into South Dakota, all the way into Canada. I mean, it came across as a wide. I think everyone in the state got some form of rain yesterday, and we needed it.
We did need that.
Did we do
Yes.
it?
We always need it. Just keep taking the rain. Yes.
That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by 738 Ag.
738!
Joey Roberson and the team. If you need seed, chemicals, fertilizer, or someone to run the sprayer for you, 738 Ag runs the whole show. Custom application included with Joey Roberson.
What's the one thing people talk about with? I know that Troy Dannon was big in this. And what is the one? What's one very, very unique thing that is made famous by Nebraska football?
I don't know.
Any idea? The walk-on program.
Yeah.
The walk-on program, and those that came as walk-ons that were highly successful like that and came with grit. That's Joey Roberson.
Oh,
He's the grit master. He's the absolute grit master. How about that's you're going to be dealing with when you're going to go, hey, we need seed, we need fertilizer, we need sun. Who's going to spray it? Joey does it himself.
Jeez.
Who's going to deliver the seed? Joey does it himself. 738 is where he grew out like that night that grew up. And I know yesterday you pressed me. I didn't want to hit it all in one time, but that's Bertrand. That's Bertrand. Yes.
Bertrand.
Out by Holdridge.
Out by Holdridge. Yes. So he's probably
That's where he's at.
He's also probably been there to see. Is it Faceless Freddy?
He probably has.
He's probably seen
at
Faceless
the
Freddy
Speakeasy in Sacramento near Holdridge.
How about having the grit of Nebraska? Then why do you think the company's going so well? Because he was a walk-on here at Nebraska. He became a star. He became an absolute star.
He was a special. He played. Did he play mostly? I mean, did he play all the special teams?
All four. Oh yeah, he was on all 4 units. Yeah, Joey could do it all. And also, like I said, coach me, coach. What do you want done? There's never a time like, what are you doing, Bill? Oh, I got to meet with Roberson, try to get him right. See if he'll practice hard today. No, does everything full speed. So if you want your life to turn around, hit the 738.
738ag.com. By the way, Sip, you nailed his number yesterday. You said, wasn't he number 19?
Yeah.
I confirmed. Yeah, he was number 19. You remembered it.
Yes.
Joey, I remember your number. It's amazing. I usually don't do that. I'm not very good at
No, you're not.
I used to remember. That's one thing I can remember well. He's just all me up something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what's up, 2-1?
Yeah.
I remember the numbers so well. Which I think would have drove me nuts. I believe was there even numbers on their jersey? I don't think at North Carolina in spring ball. I don't think there's even numbers on their jerseys. And so I'm like, as a special teams guy, it would just drive me nuts. Yeah, it'd be like, it's like, really? I don't know. I can't find these guys.
Like 21. 21. Is that Derek Brown?
What's that? Derek Brown was 21.
Bam!
Look at Sip.
Yeah. Out of, I believe,
how do you remember that?
I believe he was out of Anaheim, California.
I think you're right. I think he was out of 100.
Out of Anna. Came in. He came in as a prop 48 the same year. Came in the same year as Johnny Mitchell.
Is that right?
The tight end, first round draft pick.
I'm going to verify this. This is, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Derek Brown, number 21.
Anaheim.
I don't remember what number Johnny Mitchell was, for instance.
I'm drawing a blank on that too. In the 80s, I'm kind of about, why am I forgetting that?
Come
for
on.
a second? But I will. But you kind of pressed me on something there.
Yeah, I know it's not fair, really. Here it is, though. I'm going to get it for you, Johnny Mitchell. Johnny Mitchell. This is Idle Chit Chat still, Jake, sponsored by
738A.
Yeah, we should have known this, by the way. It's 86.
What's that?
86.
Yeah, I should have known that. Didn't resonate with me real hard. That Derek Brown hit me immediately. Yeah. And I believe I checking what high school he's from. Was he from
Derek
Survey?
Brown. I'm on it. I'm on it. Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by
738A.
738 Ag, the grit of Husker, Joey Roberson.
And yes. Now, okay, Derek Brown was number 21. He was from La Habra.
Okay.
La Habra, California.
Yeah, California.
Probably near Anaheim.
Yeah.
Let's just do that.
Yeah.
Distance
from
La Habra, Anaheim. Jake.
I swore it was Anaheim. I really did.
We're just trying to learn some things on the show.
George Darlington
doing research here.
Oh, it comes
live research.
The thing when you type in La Habra 2, Anaheim comes up first. So it must be really close.
Yes, must be.
Oh, hell. It's 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's 7.8 miles.
It is Anaheim.
So it was
Anaheim.
Yeah.
Anaheim suburb.
Thank you. I feel better about myself. And George Darlington would feel great too about recruiting Derek.
100%. You were right. You were basically right.
He was rolling the same time that Calvin Jones was rolling.
Yes, they had it going.
Yes.
I mean, they really had it going at running back for a long period, Jake. Those guys were good.
That was some good live research on the show. It's nice.
La Habra,
quick search.
La Habra to Anaheim is right.
I'm just glad I remember
Anaheim.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just north. It's just due north. La Habra is due north of Anaheim. So Anaheim's.
Apologize for thinking it potentially could have been Survey. That was wrong of me.
Okay.
I'll be better.
We figured it out.
Yeah, and I think we basically
grit, Joey.
I think we basically did know Johnny Mitchell's number. I almost said
I would have got it. I would say this if we just would have hung in there, but you always
86.
press so hard for an answer right away.
Well, we want to keep it moving.
We do.
Johnny Mitchell.
Everywhere you look, in terms of media this month, says busy with recruiting. We know there's a big camp this week at Nebraska. Throughout the month, it's busy. We asked this to Bill last year. I just want to revisit it again, but as a coach, is June the most difficult month of the year? Is it fall camp? How busy does June get? How crazy does June get, Bill?
No, June is there's two things with it. It's the most busy and it's the most annoying on top of it because there's zero time off. Like I said, there's times when you have official visitors on the same day you have a camp, and so it's just the organization of how the day goes. But it is let's just say that if you want to get any sort of fitness in yourself, going at 4 o'clock. 4 a.m. is your only
Yikes.
chance. 4 a.m. is your only chance because there's a good chance that at 12 o'clock that night you're still up, that you're still recruiting at that time of night. So you're going to sleep 3 to 4 hours tops during that time.
Really?
During the season, it gets very hectic, but you're playing, and that's the reason you do all the stuff you do is to have a season.
Yeah.
And that's like, no, I'm coaching my guys. This part I really enjoy, that part of it. So it is June is a complete grind, and it used to be, way different. And I remember back when we'd have these meetings, say there'd be a camp on Thursday at LSU, and today Ed Ogeron would go through the board, everyone, is he showing up because they had to come to camp. Now, before that, and then you had, and then how are they getting to camp? How is this going to happen? They have to come to camp. Now it's simple. People just get paid to come to camp. So they're gonna come to camp, and so it's not near as hard to have all those things
Players
happen.
get paid.
Pay people. I mean, that's the word on the street. I mean, correct? Am I wrong?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're the one that told me, so that's why I said. That's why I said that. That there's ways for players now to be able to do that.
Tater says, so it's safe to say that June is a cluster bleep then in recruiting.
It's a somewhat organized. It's just really long, and also you spend a lot of time. Like I said, all of a sudden you might be just coaching a sophomore from Wymore Southern, and at the same time you have people that probably are not a Division I player, but you're going to give them all the time because they paid to come to camp. So you do all your work with them, which is normal. Every coach will do a great job of that. Then you have players in the camp that you have to be working with and evaluating, and then you have official visitors in at the same time. So that's where it all kind of adds up.
Sip, what is your requirement this month? Because you've already been to a camp last Friday. When did you go to the camp? Was this?
It was Sunday.
Are you going to be at the Boneyard event this week?
Yeah. I mean, I go. You got to look at. Yeah, I go. I mean, my duties are just to go, write stuff. I mean,
Need a little more.
What are you going to report on?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wrote about Trey Taylor yesterday. I don't know. I got to wait to see what the Boneyard looks like. That's Friday. Then there's another camp Sunday. Sean handles most of it. I'm just kind of there for moral support. And
Important.
and check things out. I like watching the quarterbacks. Taylor's really good, and it's good to see. It's just good to see him. It's not only good to see those guys, you get to see the guys on the current team, which is almost as valuable to me as just watching the camp, because we don't see the guys on the current team nearly as much as we used to. I mean, you used to cover a lot more practice. You used to do in-person interviews, like one-on-one interviews. You don't do that anymore.
So when you said you see the current team, are they you see them coaching, or you see them actually out practicing? I'm a little confused on this.
They well, it depends who you're talking about. Like, it was interesting to see Dylan helping coach the quarterbacks at the camp. Yeah. In fact, they pulled a few of the sort of the more elite ones off to the side. Dylan was working with them now, but not all the guys are working with the camp. They're just there. I mean, they're just kind of there. But there's a lot of them. Like it's I don't know, half the team is there. And I would say some. Oh, definitely some are in a coaching mode, like they're helping with drills, and some are just there, like me, just kind of there to watch and offer support. But I don't see them. Like I was standing right by Jalen George. I always wonder, is he big enough? Yeah, I'm standing right next to him. Yeah, he's big enough. It's just things like that and you sort of wonder about guys injury wise. Then you see him, and the kid has a boot on, so he's hurt. Or the kid doesn't have anything on. He's probably fine. But I don't. It's very valuable for me just to lay eyes on guys I have never seen before. It seems like a small thing, but it's not. I mean, the first time I saw Marquise Watson Trent, I thought he was way too small. To play inside linebacker. The second time I saw him, I was like, oh, no, he's fine. He's fine. I saw him.
Grew?
I saw him in a big bulky coat. at a speaking event. But then when I saw him in like his football stuff, I'm like, oh no, he's plenty. He's fine.
You thought the coat he was big.
He's not very tall. But he's stout. So I don't know. I'll have to write some stuff. Not a ton though. This is usually when we were those last 2 years. I'd be gone right now. Because we went to Belton and Houston to those camps.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I kind of missed going down there. That was fun because you had full access to the coaches. But again, you have a little more access to the coaches. You don't get to talk to the coaches very much anymore either. But I stood there with Donovan the other day, Donovan Raiola, and it's valuable. I mean, you kind of pick up a lot. So I like it. I kind of like it, actually.
So if you guys want to know what's going on, log into On3 and see what Steve has to write.
Read Sean.
Yeah. Read Sean.
I write a little bit, but Sean loves covering camp. He's really good at it. It's not easy because they just don't hand you information. You got to figure stuff out on your own. But it's really valuable. And for me, seeing Trey Taylor is really valuable. He jumps off the page. If this was better times, people would be talking about it more. But now people are really cynical, and they're like, will he even be here? I guarantee you he'll be here. People are cynical about recruiting rankings, all of that, which is fine. But I'm not cynical about him. I mean, they got a good quarterback. He's a 4-star. He'll probably get to be a 5-star. He's a good one. Big, strong kid.
Yeah, that is week 2.
You look at me like I'm crazy right now.
Sometimes it happens. When we come back, an update on Bill Belichick in North Carolina.
Bill Belichick.
Next, an early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law Group and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Make plans to attend the Nebraska Whiskey Carnival this Saturday at Sideshow Spirits in Lincoln. This unique one-day festival highlights Nebraska distilleries, local vendors, and chill music. A general admission ticket gets you a custom tasting glass and free samples from the distillery booths. Food trucks will be on site to sell food and snacks, and cigars will be available for purchase. Get your tickets today at SideshowSpirits.com. It's the Whiskey Carnival this Saturday from 3 to 6 p.m. at Sideshow Spirits at 16th and P.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Play ball! Ready for summer fun and ballpark vibes? Bring your pack to Haymarket Park for a thrilling season of Lincoln Salt Dogs baseball and unleash the fun. From May through August, the Lincoln Salt Dogs will be playing and the park will be popping with all the food, drinks, and fun you need for the perfect night out. Grab your friends, family, and coworkers and make plans now. Visit saltdogs.com to secure your tickets. Come on out to the park and unleash the fun.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
We're on the air. Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're depressed by the weather outside and this rain and dreariness,
if you choose to go outside, where would you go, Jake?
I would make the drive to Ruhlman Steakhouse in Ashland. I would do that. Yeah, but if you live in Omaha, Lincoln, Gretna, I don't care where you're at, make the drive to Ashland. It'll save the day from being depressing with wonderful food and the wonderful bar, the ladder, the piano at Ruhlman Steakhouse.
That would change your day.
It
would change my day immediately. Everything about it would be incredible. Agreed with that, Jake. This is the time. This is actually
time of renewal.
Push back on staying in. Get out, but go to Ruhlman's. Don't just get out and drive around. It'll be depressing.
Hey, this Ruhlman's open today?
What's that? Yeah, Phil. Yeah.
Is it open on Tuesday?
Real quick question. I'm not 100% positive it's open on Monday and Tuesday.
It's still something to consider going to.
So consider going to it.
Make plan. You can still drive by. You can still drive by it regardless.
Yeah, you can drive by.
Just drive by.
Yeah. I don't know what his off days are.
It's a happy place.
Oh, Tuesday seems like a day.
I think he may be. I know Monday is off for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, Mondays are off. Mondays are off. Tuesdays has got to be open, right?
Phil.
Hang on a second. It is. You threw me off there a little bit.
What time's it open?
It's open tomorrow. But again, you should still
drive by.
You can drive by.
Can change your
day and plan out your meal for what you're gonna have tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just check it out. Do a reconnaissance.
See how far it is from your house.
Yeah,
Call
Phil, he might give you a
so you can go tomorrow. You know exactly how far it is. It's not that hard.
Time it out.
Yeah.
Time it out. Ruhlman Steakhouse and make plans to join us in July and August for our shows because June is sold out.
Yes.
June 25th. Can't join us in June unless you already have signed up for it.
June 25th?
June 25th. 6:30.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
We're doing a show.
A show.
Dr. Love might make an appearance.
It's like a 2-hour program.
We'll be on for an hour. It's
or are we going to be on the radio?
No.
No,
we're not even on.
That was made very clear, and you know better.
No,
some reason you're in a mood today. You're trying to stir things up a little bit.
This is just an appearance for those who are paying to be there. They are the only ones who get to see it. There's no video of it. There's no radio.
I didn't know if it was on
phones
the radio.
down.
Yeah, phones down.
I didn't know if it was the radio. If you would put it on the radio, we could put it on the ticket.
We will not be doing that.
Okay.
That would kind of takes away the whole exclusive idea. Like that's the whole idea of the exclusive situation.
So it's not a live remote, technically. I did not know that, by the way. I should have maybe known it.
Well, you have time. We got a few weeks till before.
Yes,
we would have cleared that up.
Yes.
All right.
We would have cleared that up for you.
Yeah.
Quick couple notes here. The Rockies won last night. They got to 10 wins finally. They beat
10 wins.
Marlins 6-4. They were down 4-1, came back. And there will be no 5-peat in the Women's College World Series.
Yes.
Texas Tech knocks off Oklahoma.
Wow.
The walk-off sacrifice, I believe, wasn't it? I believe that's how the game was won.
Texas Tech was up 2-0, and then Oklahoma was down to their last strike, hit a 2-run homer. So the first game, same thing against Tennessee, they did the same thing, won that game. But, yeah, they lose 3-2. Texas Tech, they get Canada, the $1 million player, and she has been worth every penny so far.
They're in the finals. They're in the finals.
They were under
Texas,
500 last year.
Under 500.
She's a million.
I don't know if they've ever been to a region into a super regional in their whole. Have they ever been to a super regional?
I don't
think
believe so.
No,
yeah,
I got it.
Yeah, but they were literally. That was unbelievable. Like I said last year, they had they were like 7-18 or something. I think in the Big 12. Like I said, it was horrific softball, and now they're in the finals. Think about that.
I took down Oklahoma.
Yeah, they're in the finals.
4-time defending champ.
And they beat Oklahoma in Oklahoma City. That had to be a crazy. I didn't see much of it. I just saw bits and pieces of it.
I saw the highlights.
Yeah.
I saw when the home run was hit. They had a long it was an epic moment. That was cool. But then but then Texas Tech still won the game.
This is
yeah, it's a fascinating story. And I would say this, if you go back 25, 30 years, the popularity of softball now, of what it is from 20 years ago, it's insane. It really is. The game's quick. It's exciting. Everything about it is great. We had Rhonda on with us.
Yes, Rhonda Ravel
and
last
Ava
Thursday.
with us last Thursday. And that was just talking to them was remarkable. But the game has taken off. I found myself checking the college, the World Series softball scores like hourly. I was always going to my phone and refreshing to see what was going on. Yes.
Texas. What was your question about Texas Tech?
The record last year?
Oh, I don't know.
Or if they've ever made a super regional before?
They advanced to the College World Series for the first time in school history. So they've never won a title.
No, it's the first time since 2000 there'll be a new champion.
Oh.
The last time it happened, it was Oklahoma, was the one that became the Patty Gasow. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
When she won her first one was in 2000, and she became the first time winner for Oklahoma. And so someone new is going to win it. But things will be heated now. It's still Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Texas.
And I notice you're not saying anything to Rudy today.
Yeah, well,
I told Rudy horns up today.
He's got the Texas shirt on.
Yeah,
over there.
I told him horns up.
After the depressing baseball performance, softball is lifting Rudy up over there with his burnt orange shirt.
Yeah.
Good for Rudy.
He's got something to help him out because baseball failed him miserably.
The Rockies are 10-50. They're 26 games back, so they're in striking distance.
They were down 4-1 in that game last night, and it came back.
The Rockies.
They still got grit.
They're scrapping.
They're the
fighting.
Joey Robesons of MLB. Grit.
And now they have 4 road wins because they won. It was at Miami.
See?
They were 3-28 entering that game.
That's a hard place to win. That crowd's crazy down there.
15 people
Yeah.
in Miami. Incredible. It's been kind of quiet on the Bill Belichick front the last couple weeks. We haven't heard much from Jordan Hudson, and now they reached an important date, June 1st, because the buyout was $10 million prior to June 1st. Now it's just $1 million if he were to leave North Carolina going forward. So is this going to be kind of a quiet story going forward? Do you think the Jordan Hudson stuff calms down? Because I don't know. It's been since the beginning of May. You have not heard much.
When that
Carolina.
statement was fired across the bow, that she has been asked to be removed from North Carolina campus, And there was like the North Carolina responded back that this is not true. She doesn't work here, but she's always welcome. You haven't heard from her since that.
Oh,
you have not really heard from
at
her.
all.
And nor has people seen her on campus. It's almost like, okay, we're going to make the statement like this, but there's something more to it. There's definitely something more to it. And again, this really intrigues me. Some things don't intrigue me. Sometimes listen about what the new plan is for NIL, and that doesn't really intrigue me much anymore. But Belichick and Jordan Hudson definitely intrigues me.
She's been silent?
Well, you haven't heard much. You haven't heard any sort of new drama with North Carolina, which I guess is kind of welcome. I'm sure in the fall we'll hear some more stuff about that situation, but it's actually been normal for once for Belichick and Hudson in Carolina, which we haven't had that at all.
It's a fascinating story.
I wonder, they're going through camps, right? Is it camp season there?
Well, yeah, everything's the same across the board. Yes.
So Belichick will be conducting camps.
Yes, they will be.
Let's see how
Wake Forest will be doing it. Northwestern.
Maybe he's just super busy.
All 134
Do you think
teams.
Jordan Hudson will be at the camps?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Maybe he's super busy.
Will she reappear now?
Well, there'll be a lot of recruiting events with the camps.
Yeah.
So I imagine she'll be present at those. I think that'd be the one thing. If I was going there on an official visit in June with my parents and this like that, that's the one thing I definitely want to meet. I want to meet
Jordan.
I want to meet Jordan Hudson. I want to find out.
And if she's there, she's there. It's not a big deal, right?
No, but it's interesting to me.
Yeah.
It's only interesting if there's a scene like there was at the interview.
60 Minutes
at CBS. That was
our Sunday morning.
Sunday morning,
CBS Sunday
which
morning.
is a non-aggressive. It's not it's not like 60 Minutes where we're trying to get to the bottom of something. No,
it's promoting his book.
It's Sunday morning. It's promoting his book. Which some of the pundits have been very harsh on Belichick for, and then they're very upset with the media, but they're using the media to promote his book for free. So that was what some other pundits were saying, like, oh, hang on now. So they asked you a couple questions, but you're getting your book promoted for free. That was something that was that didn't go over well with some reporters.
The last time we heard from Jordan Hudson, I believe it was about trademarking several of his phrases with Bill's version, like Taylor Swift with her version. That was I think early May, but it's been.
And the third place finish in Miss Rhode Island, right?
Maine. She was in Maine, but
Maine.
Bill was there to support her.
He was there.
Not you. Bill Belichick was.
Yes.
Oh, that's all pretty standard stuff, right?
It is. It's just. I thought this could be a zoo the entire year. It appears to have been a few weeks of normalcy.
Yeah.
In Chapel Hill.
Just imagine you 15 years from now being at a pageant. And you're there because your girlfriend is
15 years from now.
15 years from now.
Oh, that'd be weird.
That'd be
24-year-old girlfriend.
Just wrap your head around that.
That'd be weird. I'm at a yeah. But I mean, yeah. I don't want to say anything negative about Bill. He's just living his life.
No, he has his choices like that. I don't say negative, but it's interesting to me.
Yeah, it is.
It's 100% interesting to me.
I just hope he kind of.
I'm more interested in the fact that that it is well noted that it was probably 50-50 split. There is a strong contingent of North Carolina inside the building that did not want him.
Right.
And there was a strong contingency that did want him. There's probably more outside the building. And so now it's like, okay, how's this going to go? And if it fails miserably, it'll be one of those, you'll be like, this is incredible. This is a bad
I wonder
deal.
what they got.
And
they were.
I need to look at my magazine.
Solid. They've been solid the last couple of years. They haven't been horrible.
I wonder if they trotted out of the tunnel what it looks like.
I don't know, but I know this. I know that the former coach Mac Brown was very adamant that they should be great.
Really?
He said because they finally invested. So he took a shot kind of North Carolina for finally investing. So now they're all in on trying to create a football roster.
I wonder if they retained a lot of guys from Mac Brown's team.
Yeah, I don't know
if guys took off.
I know the quarterback came back.
I should have had my magazine with me. I have it in my bag. Yeah, where they're picked. I don't know. I don't know what the expectations for them are. Are they getting top 25 mentioned
I haven't seen top 25.
All I know is that any time that you really feel that that's like, hey, we just have an advantage over everyone because we're just smarter. Charlie Weiss was like that. It's like we just have an advantage over everyone else. We know more than everyone else, but that doesn't work. Better players, that doesn't happen.
Charlie Weiss didn't work out very well. Athlon preview. I'm going to see if they're top 25 at all. I don't know what he's dealing with.
I've seen Carolina in the top 25.
I don't believe they're in the top 25.
I don't think they seem to be bad, but
Middle of the pack ACC teams.
Yeah,
Is that what we're
that sounds
talking about?
right.
And then they can maybe work their way up with
I think
Belichick.
there's a game early with Frosty, right? They play about game.
They are
about
but
game 3 or 4 is a non-con.
I think it's the Michigan week for Nebraska. Yeah.
Game 4.
Yeah. So it'd be kind of a fun game to follow.
Well, it might be the Fox noon kickoff game. Seriously.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know this till someone told me the other day though that because Scott Frost played for Belichick.
Ah, really?
He was his position coach
at Cleveland.
I don't know if it was was Cleveland Jets, maybe with the Jets.
One of the Jets.
He was at the Jets.
I don't know. Anyway, some point in time their paths crossed, and so interesting. That's all I know, but I don't think there's any inside story to it. It's just one of those.
They're not a top 25 team.
When we come back, song of the day and Bill's Thrills Bugaboo Tuesday next on Early
Things
Break
that bother me
on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
There are great Mexican restaurants all over town, but there is one that is especially worth the drive from any part of town. Tacos Los Hermanos at 70th and Havelock. Cool off this summer with a delicious horchata or other special drinks. And grab one of their famous taco boxes for a group of friends or coworkers to enjoy, full of birria tacos and many other options. Don't forget their great desserts like tres leches, flan, and cheesecake. Get to Tacos Los Hermanos for lunch or dinner today at 70th and Havelock in Lincoln.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Western Sand and Gravel is hiring for a variety of positions at their sand and gravel plants near Ashland. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Available positions include plant operators, dredge operators, and shop service technicians. They offer great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, paid holidays, and paid time off. No matter your experience level, on-the-job training is available to help you build a rewarding career with Western Sand and Gravel. Start your career today. Visit westernsand.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's special through June 3rd is $1 off per pack on Plum Creek chicken, $1 off all bacon, and 15% off cheese and crackers. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Ever stare at the Hog Wild menu and feel like you just can't make up your mind because it all looks so good? Well, when I want a little bit of everything, I get a little bit of everything on Hog Wild Smokestack Sandwich. On a butter-toasted bun, we pile on our hickory smoked beef brisket and juicy hot links. The hard part is choosing between fresh curly fries, classic baked beans, or coleslaw on the side. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today. You heard that right. Conquer the stair climber with your partner in climb. Enjoy a post-workout recovery session in the hydro massage and do it all again with access to any of our 2,700 convenient locations. So, you coming? Get all the perks with the PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, you won't want to miss this exclusive offer. Deal ends June 13th.
See Club for details.
A smoke-free environment is the only way to fully protect from the dangers of secondhand smoke. That's why smoke-free policies are so important to me. Whether it's in my car, apartment building, or when I'm dining outdoors, there's no place for secondhand smoke or e-cigarette aerosol. Breathe easier knowing the facts. Visit smokefree.ne.gov. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Play ball! Ready for summer fun and ballpark vibes? Bring your pack to Haymarket Park for a thrilling season of Lincoln Salt Dogs baseball and unleash the fun. From May through August, the Lincoln Salt Dogs will be playing and the park will be popping with all the food, drinks, and fun you need for the perfect night out. Grab your friends, family, and coworkers and make plans now. Visit saltdogs.com to secure your tickets. Come on out to the park and unleash the fun.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and The Ticket FM.
Once again, your song of the day, questionable, unpredictable song of the day, Money Grabber by Fitz in the Tantrums from 2010.
Fits in the Tantrums. Are they in the Hall of Fame?
Not that I know of. 464-568-51 is bad. 10
Breakers,
is
let
good.
us know.
Text your rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers questionable song of the day.
Go ahead.
Lead us off.
No, you go ahead.
I did yesterday first.
Oh no, I think I did.
I think Sip did yesterday. He did.
You sure? The refrain grabbed me.
The chorus, yeah.
The chorus. Is the refrain also?
I think the refrain's fine.
I think the refrain is correct. I think.
you're
Let me
fine.
know that breakers also, but that grabbed me a little bit. Never heard it.
I was not shocked by
but
that.
I hung in there to listen, and I said I like the chorus / the refrain is how I see it. That kind of grabbed me a little bit to kind of bring it back some. Like I said, brand new to me. But there was some spirit there. I'm going to give it a 501.
Ooh, same page.
501.
I'm surprised you're that high. Honestly.
501.
I didn't see that.
There's it kind of caught me a little bit. There was parts of it that was horrific, and then it kind of came back.
The
for a little
chorus
bit.
saves the song.
Yeah, saved the song. So 501. 501.
I'm higher. I'll be higher. Now, Rick Heyman said no clue, song 0. Then he's kind of like Bill. Then he said, now I don't understand what he means exactly. He said, just listen to it. Not bad. 6.1. I thought it sounded like Shine Down right out of the gate.
That sounded like Shine Down?
Right out of the gate, I thought it did. Right out of the gate.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Okay.
But
I liked it. I thought it was good. That's it. And I think that band's pretty good. What do they have another hit?
They got several hits. Yeah. Look at the hand clap song. That song's not very good. There's
What
something
song
else
is that?
I can make your hands
Oh,
clap.
that's them.
I'm not trying. I didn't play that song. That's a bad song. That'd be a 1.
That's them.
That'd be a 1.
What's the name of the band again?
Fitz and the Tantrums.
The Tantrums. Okay.
I forget their biggest one. It's not the hand clap song or that one. There's something else I forget though.
Are they still touring, Jake? Do we know?
I would assume yes.
I'm assuming Fitz is still out there.
I'm shocked they sing that song. I will go high. I think it's 7.7. That was good. Surprisingly
kind of
good.
older Motown sound too, doesn't it? A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of that. I don't know how to even.
I don't know.
I don't know. There was something about it. Yeah, I thought there was. Like I said, that's why I didn't go in the threes. I'm going to say right now that
Rudy
6'4",
7.2 from Rudy.
7.2. All right, high number. Okay. What's the text line say, Jake?
Let's,
what about YouTube?
Text line response on YouTube. Let's go to text line first. Sandmaster and KC, a 6. Brett and Bertrand, 7.5. Shamia, 6.9. Bill and Bennett, 0.2. John, 7. Never heard it before. Liked it. Corey, a 7.
7. Wow, Corey.
Yeah, that's our Corey. He's using the ones.
Corey gave that a 7.
He loves tantrums.
He gave it a 7.
He loves tantrums.
Ryan in California, 5.1. Fritz, 6.6. Houston, never heard it, 7.2. Believer, 0.01. Pure crap. Sanderson, 6.
Pure
crap. Pure crap.
Kyle says, what was that? 1.
Hook
Levis, 2.
Okay, right there.
Corey and Bird off in that.
Remember, if you text him for the first time or you're new, let us know.
Yeah, we need to see it.
We need to know. Put an asterisk in there.
Marcus 6.0. Never heard it before. Hubby 6. Oh, sorry, Jennifer 6. Hubby 5.3.
They're right there with us. Okay.
Chad and Kyle Texas is first ABBA. Now this do better 1. Ouch.
Okay. Wow. All right.
We gave ABBA high scores.
Very high. I'll stand by ABBA.
YouTube before we get to Bill's Thrills. Not YouTube is low today. Genghis, who? What? 3.0.
The Corn.
Active Duty 2.0. Chris 2. Albert 4. Chad 4.4. Clam Dog 7.4.
Clam Dog.
That's the good.
Is that new? Is Clam Dog new?
He's been with us for a couple weeks now.
Okay. Thank you, Clam Dog.
Check it out. We got some major rain.
Yeah, it is. Charles.
Sheets of rain.
Charles 1. Jacob -3. What was that?
Wow.
The song of the day. The text line was higher than YouTube. Money Grabber by Fitz and the Tantrums from 2010.
Fitz and the Tantrums. Jake, you took a chance. Good job.
I did. Heard that on Sunday. I hadn't heard that song in a long time. So I'll give that a shot this week. We'll see.
Interesting.
Yes. Give it a shot. All right. It is time for a Tuesday edition of Bill's Thrills. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
we
it gonna be
need it.
bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. Have you seen? I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break.
Bill's Thrills sponsored by Diner Contracting. Remodels, kitchen, baths, whole house remodels. They do it all. Randy and the team, 402-417-5204.
Repeat the phone number one more time.
Yes, I would. 402-417-5204. Diner Contracting.
The Fighting Diners, obviously, a company that I've used. Also, at that, when to throw this in, also free consultation.
Oh.
So when you have
need
that, so all of a sudden it's like, hey, we're thinking about doing this, and we need to have someone take a look at this, give us an estimate, give us some thoughts on this. Also, at that, if I'm available, I'll show up for the free consultation. If I'm available,
You want to be there for it?
I'll stop over for it if I
Wait
get
a
a
second,
chance.
no kidding?
If Randy shoots me a text, hey, I'm on your side of town doing a consultation, I'll shoot over.
No kidding.
Yeah, and just to make random smart comments during the consultation. But Randy will do that for you. You get a chance to be around him like that and see the timeline that he's putting together, the timeline and communication system he has. Because right now, everyone's looking at their house in some aspect. Should we do this? Should we make this little change? What do you think about this? Have him over.
Who do we trust?
Who do you trust? Dinert. Hayden,
Dinert.
his son. Trust them like that. Have him over. Get a hold of him. You have the number. It'll be incredible. We going now, Jake?
We're going now. Bugaboo Tuesday. Things that bother you.
Things that upset me. Things that bother me.
There's the flip.
Losing control of the line is not fine. Losing control of the line is not fine. In the 70s, maybe 80s when this happened, maybe into the 90s, I'm not sure. The best soda purchasing experience ever was a refrigerated bottle. So you'd pay your money, you'd open it up, and you'd pull the bottle out, and you could hear as the bottle left the refrigerated system that they had set up, and then you hear the next bottle slide in. That was the best way to purchase a soda of all times. And we never knew when it was going to end. You had no idea that all of a sudden, no one told you, hey, in 4 years, this is no more.
Yeah.
You have no idea when that's going to come down. And that's what's happening right now.
No.
You have no idea when it's going to, and it's all going down. We're going to talk about fountain soda.
Fountain soda.
The new invention now is the one hole or the two on each side right there. This is the new system. Now you log in and then you select what drink you want. And you put your glass underneath, which I always do styrofoam, and the power of styrofoam is unbelievable. And then you have to select and push and hold whatever you're drinking, whether it be orange Fanta, whether it be Coke, Diet Coke, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I mix a little Coke in with my Diet Coke, like a couple ounces.
Sure.
I mix it in. Now, guess what you do that? Guess you have to do? Log out.
Oh.
You have to log out to do that and press the button, because here's the deal.
Oh.
The line. When you control your own drink by pressing on the back device to shoot your soda into your machine, that's into your cup. That is the difference. When you line up right now, it's just long lines. There's 16 of them in a row. You can just go down. Hey, listen, I want to just I'm gonna put a little shot of Sprite on the top of that too, and do whatever you want to do. Not now.
You can't
now
do that.
The new ones now coming in. Eventually, this is what's going to happen. I'm telling you right now. This is 10%. Within 10 years or 5 years from now, the old ones will not exist. Where the line of fountain where you press on the back to press it to activate it, to press it in, that's all going away.
Those are the best ones.
It's always it's the best. Yeah, I said no one's telling you. So I'm telling, because no one told me, hey, listen, in 8 years from now you can't get bottled soda anymore. That's going away. Now it's going to can. Now it's going to this. Now it's going. Had no idea, and that was the best soda ever purchased. And now I'm telling you, I like fountain. That's good, but it's all changing. Because like I said, because I go like boom. Then if you have to hold the button down instead of holding it in to fill it. No. So now you're trying to guess as you're looking at how do I let up on the button? Do I keep pressing the button?
Yeah.
No, you're all jacked up. And this is what's new. It's in 10% right now.
10%.
Within a year or two, it'll probably be at 50%. And that fountain machine that we grew up with, where you press it against the back device like that, will be non-existent, and there'll be 2 or 3 in the state of Nebraska. You'll be driving to all of a sudden driving to Geneva to see if you can find one of those old machines.
You don't think that the small towns will push back if they were keeping it the way it is?
Well, when the company comes in, so all of a sudden, if you're, like I said, if you're a certain company, they're, hey, this is what we're going with now. That's going to be it. There'll be some pushback, but here's the problem. Generally, you can't maintenance things. All of a sudden, when things go, well, what happens when something breaks down? They're like going, well, we've moved to the new system. Now we're on the one system deal. And it's just like, just try it. Just try it sometime. You got to press the button. You got to go in. Okay, I want this.
I've tried.
You got to activate it. And if you want to go back out, you have to log out. You got to log back in.
I didn't know you had to log out.
You got to log out. You got to log out, Steve.
Maybe the one I was.
No, you have to log out. If you want to change, you have to log out. And you can't control it as well.
Out.
When you're looking, because here's the deal. You're kind of your button's up here and you're down here in your drink, instead of being
Is this in like these are in Casey's?
There'd be Casey's, there'd be new ones there. They're not all brand new.
Fast food restaurants.
All these places, everything's going to this now. Everything's going to be, this is the new system. It's the new today.
So maybe buy a stock.
And it bothers me. It bothers me.
In the soda system.
Because no one told us, again, no one said, hey, you like getting that stuff? There was 2 machines up by the Palace Hotel. One was Pepsi based, one was Coca-Cola based with all the other orange grapes, all that in there. No one said they were sitting there. Enjoy that. Because in about 3 years from now, these machines will be gone. So you don't even think about that. They're going to be gone.
God, the login thing is throwing me for a loop.
Anything from the texters, Jake?
East Lincoln West is, it's hot garbage. Hot garbage, what they're doing right now.
And it's the new way. It's what's going to happen. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to happen. And so just get ready for it. When you go in today, send some photos if you can. Send them back to Jake.
Lane says this on YouTube, and this is, I think, what you're going for, and I think we would agree with this, is the stool says soda/pop does not taste as good through the one hole push button as the multiple fountain. It doesn't taste right.
Doesn't even the carbonation's not right. The carbonation
there's always remnants of a different soda when you do that. Even though you log out, it doesn't matter.
When you logged out and someone just got orange in front of you, orange is right up front. Now before it was, where's orange? Orange is here
on the left.
Grapes here. Dr. Pepper's here. You and then also the evaluation when you just stood back and you looked across the buffet line of the whole line. It's a buffet of sodas. Now it's not. No, it's not. Now it's like, could you please log into the computer?
God,
put in your PIN number.
I have not encountered.
You got to put a PIN number in.
The worst thing also is that oftentimes the one you want on the machine is out. Oh, I can't get Dr. Pepper. It doesn't even show up. I can't get Coke. It's out. So I guess I'm stuck getting ginger ale today. That's all it's available.
Ginger ale, Steve.
I'm getting some
ginger ale.
I wouldn't get ginger ale.
Right. But I didn't want to get ginger. It's my 10th
Maybe
option.
You'll have to.
My 10th option.
These are dots.
The buttons on the machine.
I guess
you got to press it. And then it makes this little thing, little fancy thing like that. And you press it. But if you all of a sudden want to do something different, no, it's a lot. It's a lot.
You got to log out and back in.
Just know everything is changing. And again, no one told us this in the 70s. Just because right now, if someone said right now there was a machine right over there, I could go over and get a 12-ounce Coke, Pepsi, root beer, whatever. I'd walk over and get one out of the machine. It'd be incredible.
Is it so? Who's it better for? Is it better for the? Who's it better for?
They just want to look cool. Just want to have it better. Just want to. I don't know.
I don't know how you'd want to have just one dispenser for everything. They know it makes the product not as tasty.
Aren't they thinking about the consumer a little bit?
They should. Maybe it's more expensive to operate the different fountains versus just the one.
The pop customizer, is that what we're talking about?
Probably is.
So that's kind of what it would be called.
I'll tell you the one thing too. Also, most places have, some don't. You have to have if they don't have the 44-ounce styrofoam, I freak out. It's got to be the 44 ounce. Yeah, because I fill it full ice all the way to the top, so I only get about 22 ounces probably of Diet Coke. But I want it iced all the way because when you're styrofoam, that will last you a long time.
Oh God,
so if you're in and out of your truck, it's gonna be a steady thing for a while.
So you're Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
You're Team Diet Coke.
Yeah, Team Diet Coke. Yes. Occasionally, if there's one of those times, it's like a Sunday long drive, might get a root beer.
And you will not take Pepsi.
What's that? I'm not really a Pepsi guy.
You can say it if you're not.
I'm not. Aren't we all Coke guys here?
Yeah, I'm not a
Pepsi guy.
Yeah. I'm not a Pepsi.
We're all Coke.
It's like green beans to me.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, especially. Well, I will say this: Pepsi's not horrible. Diet Pepsi is.
It is one of the worst things ever.
Diet
it's
Pepsi,
one of the worst pops
Diet
ever
Pepsi
made.
is like, I don't even know how how you sell one can of that. I have no idea. But I won't do that.
God dang it! I got to come across one of these. I think I have, but I don't remember the login process.
The login was getting you there.
Yes. Thank you, Breakers.
Bill, the headline again, please.
Losing control of the line is not fine.
Oh God,
yeah, things that bother me.
That's a Bugaboo Tuesday, sponsored by our
It's
friends
a rough one.
at Diner Contracting.
Send us some pictures.
Hour 2, I've got something that's going to make Sip cringe coming from Arizona head coach Kenny Dillingham. That's next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete in Lincoln. With 3 plants across the city, there are plenty of opportunities to start or grow your driving career. They offer great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Since 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with Ready Mixed Concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
Make plans to attend the Nebraska Whiskey Carnival this Saturday at Sideshow Spirits in Lincoln. This unique one-day festival highlights Nebraska distilleries, local vendors, and chill music. A general admission ticket gets you a custom tasting glass and free samples from the distillery booths. Food trucks will be on site to sell food and snacks, and cigars will be available for purchase. Get your tickets today at SideshowSpirits.com. It's the Whiskey Carnival this Saturday from 3 to 6 p.m. at Sideshow Spirits at 16th and P.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see scattered showers throughout the day. It'll be breezy and cool with an afternoon high near 63. Tonight, partly cloudy skies with a light breeze, a low around 50. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies and calm winds. An afternoon high around 77. I'm meteorologist Kyle Busch for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. To honor the new store opening, A1 is offering $25 off any service over $300, $50 off services over $500, and $75 off services that total over $750, all through July 31st. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more. What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Ever stare at the Hog Wild menu and feel like you just can't make up your mind because it all looks so good? Well, when I want a little bit of everything, I get a little bit of everything on Hog Wild's Smokestack Sandwich. On a butter-toasted bun, we pile on our hickory-smoked beef brisket and juicy hot links. The hard part is choosing between fresh curly fries, classic baked beans, or coleslaw on the side. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today. You heard that right. Conquer the stair climber with your partner in climb. Enjoy a post-workout recovery session in the hydro massage, and do it all again with access to any of our 2,700 convenient locations. So, you coming? Get all the perks with the PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, you won't want to miss this exclusive offer. Deal ends June 13th.
See Club for details.
Country music star Rodney Atkins will be performing at the Icebox on Friday, June 20th. Tickets start at $30 and doors open at 7 p.m. The capacity is only 3,000, so don't wait. Buy your tickets at LincolnStars.com today before it sells out.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Tuesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2, as always, sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane, also at 70th in Pioneers. And what does Shindaddy have going on today in Creighton, Bill?
Well, it's a big day on Tuesday because, where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Uh-oh.
So out in the parking lot, they just got piles and piles of wood and Cub Scouts set up, and they're teaching. They're going to have some of the scout leaders teach them how to build a fire in the parking lot.
Nice.
So everyone has separate they have little rocks around, and they built their own little area up at that, and they'll have 12 going at one time.
Nice.
So they'll be out there teaching the kids how to stack the wood so they get a nice airflow going through it, and how to make it. You kind of teepee it up a little bit.
Well, I don't know.
Yes, and so people don't know sometimes. It's like, hey, they need to know how to start a fire, how to get this going.
Great idea.
Yeah,
it's a good idea.
Got to how to start, how to have some smaller twigs and leaves to kind of get things going a little bit.
So he's going to have all that on hand.
Have all that going. So they're going to have like the graduate one. It's going to be okay. We're just going to start this with a match. We're going to start this with a lighter. Then we're going to have the one of like, okay, we're going to start the old school with the flint, where you got to kind of do with the spark to try to see it. That's how you move up the ladder.
Yeah.
And at the very end, those like that, you get a chance to see who can start a fire with just a spark.
God, I hope the weather's better up there.
Yeah, hopefully the rain should be out of there by 10:44. So
that's when they're starting.
Yeah, so they got 12 setups there. All the Cub Scouts from about 9 counties are showing up.
So Shindy had to truck in a bunch of brush and wood.
Yes, it's all stacked up. Yes, had to have it hauled in a semi. And so that was yes. And so everyone will be in their Cub Scout outfit, the blue shirt with the yellow handkerchief thing.
Yep, the handkerchief's important.
I was in Pack 151 in Fullerton.
Were you a Cub?
I was a Cub. Yeah, Pack 151. Jake, were you a Cub?
Yeah, briefly. I don't think I finished Cub Scouts.
Didn't you finish out that? Jake, I mean, Sif, you were not a Cub Scout?
I was.
Absolutely. What pack were you?
I can't remember.
I don't know my pack at all.
I don't remember the pack.
No, we were 151.
I lost the Pinewood Derby. I told you that.
Yeah. Oh, that was the most. Oh, trust me.
I was so
bad. And the time that was spent on that.
Yeah. I tried.
Me and Dad tried so hard.
My dad wasn't involved.
That's
probably the problem.
But we got involved. We had things. We had some graphite on the wheels and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then
tried it.
When it takes off and you just see yours just it's a downer.
It's
such a downer.
Problem, yeah.
And there's a certain amount of weight you can have on. There's a bunch. When you get the kit, it's just a block piece kind of with the wheels on it. And
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You got to whittle it.
You got to whittle it. You got to whittle it yourself. And so
mine did not do well.
Me neither.
We did it at the Legion Hall in Fullerton. Went down to. It was a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Like a Tuesday night, you come down, you bring you bring your car in, and then when it loses, you go home. I
just wanted to get out of there.
Just want to get out of there. You are so. The next day, it's like, how'd it go? Don't worry about it.
Don't ask questions.
Don't ask. Yeah.
God, you nailed it. That's exactly what it was for me. I was like, don't Adam, don't.
I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. Because when you leave, when you get in the car to go to Pinewood Derby, it's big. You're
full of hope.
You're full of hope. Because if you win, you go on. Mm-hmm. There's a next level to it. Who's our guy that
Rudy?
Lee Sterling. Lee Sterling
Sterling finished second, right?
Second in the Pinewood Derby national Pinewood Derby.
What kind of car must he
had? Imagine that. Yes.
Yeah, I just remember thinking this is going to take a big upset for me to win.
Yeah,
it didn't happen.
Yeah, I did. Well, it was like 3 years I did it. And
hold on. What's the headline again on Shindy's event?
What's that? Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Now this is the kind of thing. If it does happen to be foul weather, he can postpone it till whenever.
You can postpone it. Yes.
And just have a downtime.
Just have a little downtime, relax. But they'll probably, you know what? Press on. You need fire and rain, so you need to have that. They're going to press on. They're going to start some fires.
Smoke, there's fire. Hey, that'll be amazing.
Yeah, so
that's a good idea.
So it's right between the bank and Walton's Electric in the parking lot. So there'll be you'll see a lot of smoke.
Take it to service.
And someone's going to say right away, there's smoke over there.
Yep.
There's also fire.
Okay.
Yeah. Why?
It's okay. It's handled. Kids. It's handled.
Teaching kids how
Under control.
how to build fires. Cub Scouts.
So 12 fires going simultaneously. That'd be super cool.
When you imagine just going into bank, also what's going on up there? Just a bunch of 8-year-olds walking around with just fire everywhere,
a
lot of smoke and stuff, just whipping into the bank.
Be sweet.
We have kind of a depressing text about the Pinewood Derby.
Okay,
from somebody. Austin chimes in. He says, "My dad had my Pinewood Derby car made before I got home from school.
That's cool.
And we took first place. It's the only first place trophy I did not earn, and my only first place trophy I ever had."
That's not depressing.
Still not the trophy.
His dad made the car for him. He did nothing for it. It is kind of depressing.
I don't know.
He must have thought you had no chance. Well,
I got this one.
I got to make this. Hey, Teddy, go watch some Brady Bunch and have some Chips Ahoy. I'm gonna get the car ready.
Come back in an hour.
Dad made it.
He made the car before he got home from school, and it won.
Steve, do you remember on the you could do we melted lead,
yes,
and poured it into
yes,
we poured lead into it
at a spot that would be most opportune. You thought,
you had to
no, I don't know.
It was opportunistic. Was the right word? But anyway, I failed. I failed.
How did you fail?
Wasn't it 3 at a time? Was it 3 at a time? Because there was heats. And you went, and you had to win your heat to move on. So I just sit there and watch everybody else's. I lost immediately.
You lost right away.
So I just sit there and eat some Lay's potato chips and just watch everybody else just so pumped.
No, it was the same.
Yeah, it was just.
Now hold on a second. Did you? I mean, we're exact same time, maybe the same year. Did you paint yours?
Oh yeah, mine was blue. I had
you had to paint.
Yeah,
it.
I had a blue and a red one, but
because it was wood, just the wood color.
You can't just have wood.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I painted it.
Then, mine was red. I painted mine like a maroon.
Yeah, but to paint it was fun, wasn't it? God, I'd like to do it again. Be honest with you.
It's kind of a depressing conversation.
I just took such an ass kicking.
Yeah,
it was really hard for me to. It was just
mine was
terrible.
Were you dead last, Bill?
I don't know if I think usually I was second, but it was. Here's the deal: second didn't matter. Maybe I was last. All I know is this: that there was a lot of cheering, and my car didn't move on. And then just the ride home, silence. I'm in the back seat of the car. Mom and Dad are up front, just looking at my car, just holding it, just silence.
Where did we go wrong?
Where did we go wrong? What happened? I heard right away, Dad, Ron, what happened here? Like that. It was just silence.
Assess real quick.
Did they give you a block of wood?
It's a block of wood.
Get a car.
I whittled mine into something that looked like a dragster.
The dragsters were popular.
They were, but it didn't
do anything. Right away, you go
aerodynamic.
Make it aerodynamic, and I'll win this thing for sure.
Bill, I never thought once I was going to win.
How about when you walked in and you saw it and the track was set up?
Yeah,
it was like, well,
then you saw some other kids' cars. You're like, how did you even do that?
Yeah, exactly. Like right away, you're just like, you feel you walk in pretty confident, and it's a. Ooh. Look at their car.
Drew says, let's do an adult Pinewood Derby sponsored by The Ticket.
That wouldn't be a.
Can we get some revenge?
I'm going to say right
we
now,
have a great area.
I'm telling you right now, we probably get it. I bet we get 100 entries. I really
do. Pinewood we have a great area for a track.
Pack 151.
Right yeah, we'll get it right. That'd be fun.
Thank you to Shindaddy and Midwest Bank for
Shindy, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's one of his better ideas.
Yeah. Build a fire.
12 fires going to.
Say the headline again, Steve.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. That's one of Shinny's absolute best ideas. There's going to be a bunch of little kids in a parking lot, and there's going to be smoke billowing.
Yeah, bellowing out, right?
I just like to go.
Everybody's going to think that Walton's Electric is on fire. It's not. It's the Cub Scouts out there.
Controlled burn.
Controlled burn.
We're good.
Controlled burn.
Everything's good.
Anything else in the text line, Jake?
Someone says I'm in for sure.
For the Pinewood, yeah.
The Pinewood Derby.
Yeah.
Businesses. Sam says physicists here chiming in. The farther back the weight, the better the car will do.
Was it? And I think we made. I don't know.
Whatever
Whatever we did, maybe we were front loaded. Whatever. It's just it didn't go well.
Farther back.
The next day of school was really rough too. Really rough. Just because.
How'd your car do, Bill?
Yeah, I had to go.
Didn't see in the
I think
finals.
I told my teacher and stuff. Pinewood Derby tonight. I thought, no, hey Bill, how'd it go? Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it, Mrs. Frederickson. It's cool.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
I can't. It wasn't too
Be
bad
wall
that way
over
for
her.
me. I remember ours was at North Park School.
Was it?
Yeah, in the little gym. It was not good.
No.
That day and
you get some
the
adult
day,
redemption, maybe then. Adult Pinewood Derby redemption.
That day and then the physical fitness test, the mile run.
No,
the 600.
the day that I dreaded more than the Pinewood Derby is the day when they put the gymnastics equipment.
Oh
out.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
that was a bad day.
And you had to do the pommel
horse, yeah,
and do the rings.
Yeah,
like I couldn't do it.
No,
like people be like, Sipple, you're an athlete. You should be able to do this. No, I guess I'm not really much of an athlete because I can't do anything.
Then you get the whole class that sits around and says, okay, one guy's at the bottom around there, and you're going to climb the rope. You're going to climb the rope, and then Liz Reppert would just shoot up it. Then there'd be me just about like a quarter of a way up.
Come on, your legs.
The leg. They're like, oh, wrap your leg, do this, whatever. It's just like, oh man, and then you just fail, and then there would just be
the wrestlers would be really good.
Yeah, exactly. Just zipping up and down that thing, and just like I never got. Yeah, that was the rope was. But how about that for a class? All right, everyone gather around. We're all going to try to climb the rope, and then you just either climbed or you didn't, and you went to your next class. That was it. That wrapped it up. Now, but when you came out and they had the little boards on wheels, and you played like
dodgeball or
soccer with those things, whatever it was on those, and you would push yourself on those.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And they stored them they had a hole in the middle, and they stored them on those poles.
Yep.
Jake, it was a piece of wood about this big with 4 wheels on it.
Yep.
And you would
sit down on it.
Sit on them, then you'd play soccer in the
or
gym,
whatever.
Name a sport. But you could just whip around on it. And
I think we had those.
And Jake, you went backwards. So you went full speed, so you could use your legs.
I definitely had
full
those.
Speed
and their wheels went all the way
around.
So they kind of caused confusion.
Yes,
and there was a lot of violent acts, a lot of violent collisions. But just when you showed up, and the PE teachers, like, you saw them in the corners, like, let's dance.
Let's do this.
Here we go. We're everybody get on and you can't wait to get on it. And the teacher's trying to control you, and you're shooting across the gym floor. You are just shooting across and not listening to anything that's being said. Zero instruction.
People say a lot of fingers were rolled over.
Oh, thank you for saying. I was just going to say
that. It was a danger zone amongst all danger zones.
Yep. Fingers.
We're going to roll. You can roll over your fingers. You can go as fast as you want to run into people. And we're going to be on a little piece of wood with 4 360 wheels.
I wonder when those went away.
I don't know, but I'd love to get one of those. That'd be one thing.
Somebody had to manufacture those.
Yeah, because you stored them. Because wherever the storage is at, there would be like 3 of them with it hold like 14 a piece or so.
I got to think somebody got rich doing that because they were probably in schools all over.
Well, it's back when, remember we talked about the universal gym.
Yeah.
That everyone had one. Everyone had a universal gym. Everyone had those too.
So
what do you guys have in the school at though? Well, we got the we can ride the boards, and everyone had them with little wheels on them. Imagine that guy, the salesman guy. Excuse me, can I speak to your superintendent, please? Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, I'm here with Bob's Fun Play, and we'd like to sell you. Oh yeah, I heard.
We need 100 of them.
Yeah. I heard that. I heard Albion got those. We have to have them. The word on the street is everyone's got them.
How many do you think Pender had?
Probably 40.
Yeah,
something
I was
like
going to
that.
say Columbus probably 50.
About 40.
Yeah.
Dave says we had one girl get her hair rolled into a wheel and had to be cut out.
Could happen.
Yeah.
Could happen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see it happening.
Yeah.
But the fingers were a problem.
The fingers are a problem. The rope was a classic fail for me. That was a classic fail.
I could do that.
Just got a text that these are still available on Amazon. They're now plastic, as you probably assume. About $20.
Yeah, I don't know.
And they have safety handles so you don't get your fingers rolled over.
Wooden ones. We want the wooden.
We want the wooden
the
ones.
old school ones.
It's real simple. It's fine. They'll be 1975. They'll be exactly what you're looking for.
I wonder if anybody has the wooden one. Yeah. They don't have them in schools anymore, though. Probably.
I would say probably not.
Not safe. Everything's safe.
Probably not. Now everything's safe.
No fun anymore.
They're
just
safety. Just making you count carbs and stuff.
I don't know. I always talk about Hartley. I watch the kids sometimes during their recess, you call it, and it gets pretty rough out there. It's nice to see.
It is nice to see kids getting knocked down.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Like there's some tackling and shenanigans. A kid pushed another kid in the back the other day. It became quite a deal.
Also, if you think about that, tackle football was played, and it wasn't like, well, we can play this because no one's watching us. No, they knew. Yeah, just we're
tackle football.
Tackle football. That was it like that. Just guys just getting taken down. Just full speed, 5th grade. Just wiped out.
Hey, per Bill's, you had a Bill's shows the other day where you supported kids that are actually playing, and it is happening. There was 5 kids yesterday at Hartley. Now there's no school, and so it's just kids playing now. They were playing football.
Yeah.
3-on-2, and there was a kid playing that was probably 9. Yeah. He could throw 50 yards. I mean, it was amazing. I had to stop and watch. I almost went in and said, "Hey, you need a 6th?"
All-time quarterback.
Scaper
they
says,
were playing though. They were playing.
Scaper says, Bill, regarding the wooden scooters.
What do you call those?
Scooters?
I
don't know. I call them scooters, maybe, I guess. Yes.
Scaper says, tell Bill I'll bring 2 of them to church and give them to him. My mom got them for my kids. He can have them. LOL.
Okay.
You can get 2 wooden.
You got to be kidding.
2 wooden scooters from
You're
Scaper
getting 2 scooters?
That would be incredible.
We can't get down on them now.
If we can get down on them. Couldn't get back up. Couldn't get back up. I'll just we'd have to have a plan. But I'm telling you right now,
we would.
We could ride them right down. There's that little where it goes downhill a little bit. We could we just whip down that baby.
Course says build your own wooden scooter. That's the adult Pinewood Derby. You don't need to have the little. Maybe our scooters are a Pinewood Derby.
Fun. It was just like I said, though, Steve. The parallel lives, the things that when you came out and you saw what you were playing that day, and it was like, this is on.
What did you like?
What's that?
I know what I liked.
Well, but like I said, I'm with you.
What did you like most?
Probably the most, honestly, I really, really enjoyed field hockey. We played a lot of
parallel lives. Oh my
field
God.
Hockey was incredible.
I thought I was like Wayne Gretzky.
No, I did too. And it was just a ball, and you played it in the gym, and they had like
sometimes I think we got to stop talking.
Then they say no high sticking. You'd be whipping that baby. You would be whipping.
You didn't have skates or nothing on. You were just playing in your tennis shoes.
You just ran around and just
You thought you were Gretzky still.
And there was always, and then if you were like
this is amazing that's what you like. That's
field hockey. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the worst spot
it wasn't field hockey, it was gym hockey.
I know, but still but the best part is though the person playing goalie had no gear on. Nothing. They were nothing. They were just in the goal taking a plastic ball to the face, and there was nothing. There was
a ball.
There's a ball. There was no headgear that went on. Nothing. It's like
totally fun.
You're the goalie. All right.
That was just in the gym. Now I thought the most fun is when we went outside. It was like baseball with a kickball, so it was kickball.
Yes,
and it had a rubber ball.
Oh yeah,
rubber ball.
And you'd always ask him to throw it bouncy because you wanted to catch the one hop and catch it just perfectly. And then
that was the most fun.
Yeah, kickball was a lot of fun.
Kickball was super fun. Yeah. I mean, sometimes, you could hammer it sometimes.
Yeah. The red ball was just
the red rubber ball.
It's just incredible.
Yeah. You had like a second baseman and everything. It was kind of weird in a way.
Weird. And also, if you kind of figured out, hey, if you just hit it down to third base, they can't throw they can't throw you out. They're not going to scoop it up and wing you down. And all of a sudden, there's never been someone thrown out from this. If you just hit the ball, the only chance you get out is you pop up.
Right.
Like that. And which you would because you
just sometimes
you go for the fence. You
try to hit a home
run. Yeah.
That was super fun.
Oh, kickball was remarkable.
That's another edition of
well, we got
time.
Hey, okay.
People,
an hour later.
People enjoyed it. It's good.
It's another edition of Better Times. Oh my God, Jake. We need to do that more often. It's another edition of Better Times.
Those are the best Jake's best takes.
Up the next early break in the tape.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with pay starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Batter up! Join us this summer at Haymarket Park for 50 action-packed Salt Dogs games running now through August. Visit saltdogs.com for updates on everything you need to know about weekly promotions, giveaways, and special events. That's where you'll find the latest updates to make sure you catch all the excitement and never miss a homestand you want to attend. Haymarket Park is your ticket to fun all summer long. Visit saltdogs.com to get your tickets and unleash the fun.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com. Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
Is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work?
I am.
Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. They offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields, 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more today.
Also, it's really important from talking to Carson to let people know that just new, maybe a year out of school or just getting out of school, you don't have this remarkable resume at this time in your life.
Nope.
Don't stress that.
Why?
Don't be like, oh, I'm not going to apply because this is Currency. This is, this is too big, like that. They understand it. That's Sandhills Global gets it. So they're willing to help you work with it. So don't get all freaked out. They understand, hey, listen, this person's young. They've been out for a year or two, whatever it is. They don't have this resume of like, okay, and then here's 42 references. No, they get it. They want to train you.
Good.
That's what they want to do.
That's hope.
Yes, it's hope. It's exactly right. It's exactly right.
And they'll hire you based on some potential.
On potential like that. And he said there'll be an interview process. You get a chance to shine during that. They're smart enough to know, like I said, all great things that happen or that it doesn't like going, oh, we did this, and this. You have to take a few risks every now and then.
Yeah.
You take a few risks on, if you're going to bet on people, just bet on people.
They bet on Hansen. Look how that turned out.
They bet on Jim Hansen. Yep. Jim Hansen changed Sandhills Global.
Hansen came into our show with a prepared statement.
Yes, he had a prepared statement. Better times. Fintech.
Hansen was involved in better times.
Yes, Hansen.
Thank you to Currency. One last thing before I promise we'll move on. There's a great couple texts that came in.
You don't have to move on.
Don't have to move on. Another edition of what, Jake?
Better Times. We chatted about...
That was the best line ever. That's another edition of Better Times.
We chatted about the Pinewood Derby, and somebody says, 3 texts says, they have not only races now, but also there's design trophies. So he sends me a picture of his son who's got a trophy. It says he won for the outdoor category of design. The follow-up was, his races were not good at all.
Not good at all.
The design is awesome.
Design, no.
But the race is not good.
We could not win that. It was winner only. It was finish line only. If you had the coolest looking, like, wow, look at Johnny's Pinewood Derby car. They didn't care. No one cared. You didn't get judged on it. It was all about winning and losing, and that was it.
They're still doing it though.
They're still doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now this design category. Thank you to unnamed texter.
Unnamed texter.
Anything on the kickball?
No, nothing there.
Nothing on the
floor hockey.
Oh yeah, Greg texted in and said,
toothless.
We were calling it,
yes,
missing tooth. We are calling it field hockey erroneously. It's floor hockey.
Well, I'm still gonna call it field hockey. We all knew what we meant. We all knew what we meant.
We weren't out in the field.
We were in the field.
You guys didn't go out on the field.
No, it was always inside.
Yeah, it was
100% inside.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't remember ever going out on the field.
No. That was a February type activity.
Yeah, you could have. I wonder, you maybe could have, but we never did.
I think all the sticks, the bottom part were yellow. Ours were yellow, I believe.
No, ours were not all yellow, but they were sticks. They were basically hockey sticks.
And they were in a box, in a tall box. You just whipped them out, and and just ran over and just grabbed a stick, and you just started swinging it. You just started swinging it as fast as you could, just to practice. And remember the little puck?
Yes, I remember it like it was yesterday. It was fun.
Better times.
What is it, Jake?
Saw this yesterday from last week. Kenny Dillingham, head coach of Arizona State, of course, picked last year. They won the conference.
God, that's amazing.
He's at the Big 12 meetings last Thursday. He was asked how much fun it was to be among the favorites after being picked to finish last. He says, quote, "It's less fun, to be honest. It's naturally motivating for people to say, you suck. And it's way more difficult to say people to say you're good. I'm not one who actually likes the limelight or people telling me I'm good anyway. So to me, it's more uncomfortable. I'd much rather be an underdog." I want to try to be somebody people count out. I'd say this is definitely uncomfortable to always get positive praise. Sip, you have been a proponent a long time of not wanting to be an underdog.
Well, I just don't think I don't have anything against underdog. It's just not somewhere you want to exist all the time. You don't want to be an eternal underdog because it means you're terrible. And you just got to surprise everybody
every year. Where's Arizona State? I pick dead last again.
Yeah, that's where I want to be.
Yeah.
I want to be last.
No, I don't think you want to be an underdog all the time. It's nice in those years or those occurrences where you get to surprise people and all of that and take people by surprise. But I'd rather be the New York Yankees where I'm the dog. I'm the big man. And you got to take
You want to be
down.
Ohio State,
Yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying. It's fine to be the underdog sometimes, but if you exist in that world all the time, it just means you're no good, right?
You don't want to be every year and year out. Like, there you go. Well, we're picking you dead last again.
Yeah, great.
Because
that's where we want to be.
Yeah.
No, that's not where you want to be.
Low expectations.
No, high expectations, it is hard to deal with, right?
Those, like I said, we've all seen failures at that, and but it's usually pretty simple. It's one of those things you just kind of say, you know what, we just weren't as good. Whatever certain specific part of the team wasn't as good. It's all gets said and done. It's like they predicted us to be really good. Our players played really good. Everyone worked really hard. There was no issues, and we just failed. Probably not. Usually it comes around by going, you know what? In the end, we weren't real good at this. We were not real good at O-line or D-line or someplace where's the fail at?
Mm-hmm.
That's generally kind of what it is. But there's a lot. And I tell you what, their psyche. They are college kids. It happens in the NFL. It happens everywhere in pro sport. It's just, you see it go back and forth in NBA. Like a team just gets. Well, didn't Murray State, who beat Ole Miss last night to make it to the super regional? I think Ole Miss beat them like 17-1 or something.
Early on, they did. Yeah.
Early somewhere in the regional.
Yep.
Beat them just by like literally like
Killed
six.
them.
Just
Murray
killed them.
State beat them.
And beat them. Came back and they beat them. So things can change. Also, that's why I see series go. Man, I had no idea they had that in them. They came back and won that game. I didn't think that would happen. So there's a lot of things that go with it, with the psyche part of it too.
There is, and I just have. To me, Jake, it's just more about I admire those teams that are at the top and can stay there because it's not easy.
They're not scared of it.
They're not scared of it.
To be great, we're going to be great.
Right, and it's hard to do. I mean, those guys that are like Lanning, like Day, those guys are at the top. It's hard to stay there, and they do it. I mean, those are the guys I admire much more than we're the little plucky underdog and we're going to try to take down Oregon. And if we take down Oregon, that'll be great. Yeah, and you'll take them down one time out of 10, okay? Because they're way better than you, and they manage their program way better. Those are the guys I admire, not the little plucky guys.
So, do you have a problem with Dillingham's comments?
No, I don't. I mean, he should. It's a feather in his cap that they're picked first in the Big 12, and he should embrace it.
The story from, I mean, it was very well discussed and made a big deal of what he did last year.
Yes,
but I don't think Emmett can really grasp it to be picked dead last.
Hey, Bill,
and win it, and then also have Texas on a 4th and 13.
Should have won the game.
But here's the thing: is it more about they were not a last place team?
No,
watch them. They were good.
No, that's my point. Of the same thing. It's like things didn't go so well. Yeah, you really weren't that good. That's why it didn't go so well.
No,
same thing. Things went good for them. Yeah, they're pretty good. They
were good.
I mean, just throw on. Do you mean many teams that wouldn't want Scadaboo?
Oh, in Levitt?
Everyone wanted.
Levitt and Scadaboo.
Yeah, so I mean, there's players. I mean, and their best wide receiver didn't even play. In the playoffs.
Yeah, he's good. He's good, and they were good.
Yeah, they were really good.
It was my point, Bill. It was a bad pick, just a bad pick by the media.
Yeah,
you picked that team last, really?
Yeah.
I mean, did you do?
You watch
they
them?
went
3-9.
Do you know anything about
the team? Yes.
Right.
If that'd be the thing I'd ask. If I was whoever, I'd look at all the pundits. Be like, I'd ask someone if you were the one who picked him. I'd be like, Steve, did you research him?
And
I mean, I researched him, and there was nothing like okay. It looks like they got a lot of draft picks on the team, and they're in the Big 12. So I don't get this.
They were picked 3 and they went 3-9 the previous year. People just didn't do any research on them apparently.
Well, it's harder now.
And Sam Levitt coming wasn't seen like as a world beater coming from Michigan State. He was fine, but he elevated his game big time at Arizona State.
Well, you just didn't know. I mean, you didn't know about him.
And Scadaboo from Sacramento State, no one knew who he was. I mean, they knew this, they've heard the name with the stats, but it's from Sacramento State. They didn't think he'd be as good as he was at Arizona State.
Classic example of / whoever's in charge.
Yeah.
GM, whatever. I went and got Scadaboo from Sac State.
Oh.
They went and got Levitt from Michigan State. Again, nobody freaked out when they got Levitt.
No.
It was like, oh man, watch this.
No.
And he's gonna and he'll be a first-round draft pick.
One guy.
I
told you one guy in my life told me that I just thought I like dismissed it completely. Graham Couch, recognize that name?
Yep. Michigan State.
Yeah, he
writer.
covers Michigan State. He's like our age, maybe a little younger. And when Nebraska was dealing with Levitt, I asked Graham, "Is this kid any good?" And he said, "Oh God, yes, he's really good." That was the only, and I was like, "Really?" I didn't believe him really, but he was right. Couch knew. He knew. But no, not a lot of people did. Now, here's the thing: defending the media, it's hard to know a lot of teams. Like we were talking about Michigan State, they have 61 first and second year guys in the program. How do you know? How do you project them?
Yeah, and especially it's almost like when someone else like that, a reporter from Piscataway covers Rutgers, and he's going to rank Nebraska. What's he know about him? Has no idea.
Not much.
It'd be like you talking. Well, let's dig into Maryland. Let's dig into Rutgers. What do they have? You don't know.
I'll give you an example. I can do this because I'm not going to name him. Is in UCLA. It's LA market, so there's a zillion guys. I was talking to a guy at UCLA for a UCLA preview, and one of the questions is what do you think about the UCLA Nebraska matchup? He goes, well, I know Nebraska has Dylan Raiola, and I know they have a tradition of good defense, so I'd probably pick Nebraska. Like, no, just based off that.
That's it. That's tradition. And Raiola. Is Tom Osborne still there? Yeah. Is Tom still there? Because he won a lot of games, right? Him and Devaney.
But it kind of comes down to perception. You know?
Oh, there's no. When you get into logo conversations, it's a heavy logo conversation.
Doesn't it work? Doesn't it? Okay, now I'll give you an example of what this off season and along these lines is really interesting to me regarding Ohio State. They have hardly any returning starters, but everybody's assuming they're certainly a top 5 team.
Yeah,
how do we
the
know?
Quarterback's going to be? He's never played.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't have this.
They got to win it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They lost a ton, and I don't know who they got, but when you read
the receiver.
Yeah, I mean, they have Jeremiah Smith and Caleb Downs, and that's what you read all the time.
Absolutely.
Well, they have Jeremiah Smith and Caleb Downs. I'm like, well, okay, what about the rest of
that's 2 guys. Give me more.
Let's just also remember at Arizona, they had Fafita back at quarterback who won 10 games the year before and played remarkable, and they had a first-round draft pick wide receiver.
Yep.
He was
top 10 pick.
Went top 10 pick.
9th.
So let's think about that. Returning quarterback and a top 10 pick at receiver, and I think they won 3.
No.
I mean, they got crushed.
So you got to have a lot.
So just just to say, like, in general, when you start talking about the Ohio State team, it's not so much they have a receiver and they have a safety. It's like they had dudes up front on both sides. Then they had running backs that could run the ball downhill, 2 elite guys. And they had
now
quarterback who has played and won a lot of games. All those things where that was almost more important. I mean, because there's a couple games in the playoffs where Jeremiah Smith didn't do anything.
Right.
Exactly. And so
I think he had a no-catch game or a one-catch game in the playoffs. But
he had some phenomenal moments. But yes,
the assumption of Ohio State being like a prime national title contender has been interesting to me because everything I read, it's always, well, they have all these new stars. So how do you know how good they are? How do we know? But that
benefit of the doubt for them.
Of course, that's what it is. It's been its perception. So it's largely that.
Be curious, yeah. Julian Sagan's first game is Texas. He's never played before.
But from distance, it's logo.
Logo.
It's logo from distance.
Logo carries a lot of weight.
Study it a lot. Dig into. Have you spent? Like I said, you talked to Michigan State, but have you really delved into UCLA?
No,
you feel really good.
I couldn't. It's hard to do.
Here's what's going on out there. Well, we all know they have a new quarterback.
I delved into him to the extent I talked to the writer, but you don't really get that much. It looks to me, by the way, like UCLA. If you're asking, they're really veteran up front on defense. They're big and veteran on defense. They scare you a little bit that way. And they got Amaliva.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty good quarterback. I don't know if he's a great quarterback. But he's a pretty good quarterback.
Solid,
he's pretty good.
Yeah, they don't have much. They just don't have that much. They don't. They beat Nebraska last year, so I don't want to disparage them. They came in here and put a whooping on Nebraska.
I left
so I'm
early.
not disparaging.
Jake left
the game early.
27-7.
I watched the rest
cold?
of it. No, I just was disappointed.
That's Jake.
Cold.
Remember,
I wasn't cold at all.
Remember, that's
just pissed off.
That's how Jake flips the script. If he goes, if I leave, I can be the one.
Yep.
The gods are looking down and they're saying, Jake, if you leave the stadium, we'll turn this thing around.
I did. I watched the game. I didn't turn it off. I walked to a different party and watched it there, and they still lost it.
His viewing habits are very interesting.
Very interesting.
They're concerning.
He paces around the basketball arena. He just loses his mind.
I pace around the arena. That's fact. I pace around Brewski's too, watching Dolphins games back and forth, back and forth. Just the idiot over there. It's time to play the game. So give us a call right now at 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels. To Bagels and Joe, today's topic: college football head coaches. I give you the coach's name. You tell me what school he's at.
Bill.
Come
what are you giving to us again?
I give you the person's name. What school is he at? Much easier that way.
Why should I have it the other way?
I'll tell you what.
Okay.
The problem with these types of shows is that.
Well, Jake, first of all, Jake comes at us because he makes them very obscure.
It could be embarrassing.
Yes.
That's what I'm worried about.
Sports.
Yeah.
If you know your college football head coach, just call us 464-5685. Shut Up Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
464-5685. Call the Dick Down Sip and Bill in trivia. Shut Up Sipple. Sponsored by Bagels and Joe. We're playing for a business box of bagels. 12 bagels and 2 tubs of cream cheese. Courtesy
2 tubs.
of Bagels and Joe. If you lose, you still get a bagel and a coffee. Today, we have Chris. Chris, how do you feel about college football head coaches today?
Hey, I don't know about this. It would have been easier if we were back in the 70s. I could name them all, man, but nowadays, I don't know. This will be tough. And it's good talking to you guys again.
This is Chris at the Baldwin Shop chiming in. So,
Chris, are you working today?
Yes, I am. It's kind of a rain day. Brad and I are doing potholes.
Are you?
In the rain. In the rain.
It's hard to put down the toilet paper today, isn't it, in this rain?
Wouldn't
Yeah,
stick.
no toilet paper today, Coach.
Yeah, I see it.
All right, Chris, first question to you. Bill, a lifeline for one question as always for Sip. What school is Ryan Silverfield the head coach of in college football?
Oh, boy. Brad?
Your face.
Brad shaking his head no, and you guys, I have never heard of the guy.
You've heard of his school, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, we're giving hints.
You've probably heard of every school, to be fair.
To be fair.
5 seconds, Chris.
Yeah,
5,
Definitely say a name
4,
of the school. I've never heard of it.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Nothing?
Well, nothing,
Okay,
Jake.
I'll give you the horns, Chris.
Hey, Bill. Guys, is it legal to have the schools in front of you?
No, it's not legal to have the schools in front of you.
There's the teams right here. Okay, I'll shut it.
They can do a process of elimination, but
Yeah, I don't know it.
What? Say the name again?
Ryan Silverfield.
I think we just passed on this.
The Memphis. Been there for 5 years. Memphis.
You sure it's Silverfield?
Oh,
Once
wow.
again,
Yes.
it's fairly embarrassing that we don't know that.
Yeah,
Who was the coach before him?
Or that was Norvell.
Norvell
right?
was
Yeah, it was
before.
Mike Norvell.
Yeah, I didn't know it.
Before him, it was Fuente. They've had a decent run there of coaches at Memphis.
Jake.
0-0 tie.
Just fair.
What school is Tony Elliott the head coach of?
Okay, I do.
Brad?
Tony Elliott.
Virginia.
Brilliant!
I
didn't know.
don't think you're going
Oh.
to get that one, so I think Bill
No.
made the right play there.
I didn't know.
Yeah, nice job, Coach.
Well,
Virginia,
thank you.
1-0 lead for Sip. Bill's out of play. Chris, back to you, down 1-0.
Tony
What
Elliott.
school is Troy Calhoun the head coach of?
Oh, boy.
I know.
Troy Calhoun.
Lay up.
Oh,
Let's see here.
5.
I'm thinking.
3.
I'm going to take a wild guess. How about BYU?
Nice guess.
Same colors.
Yep.
Sip for the win.
This is for the win.
Yeah, we'll take it.
We're going to bask in a victory today.
Yes.
It's Victory Tuesday.
Yes.
Air Force.
Brilliant! Oh, boy.
Been there for a long time.
You knew Tony Elliott.
Air Force is correct. Chris, nice effort. Call down the road.
Hey, great game, you guys. And hey, I want to tell you something about Air Force.
Okay.
I've always said, now I remember us playing them in the 60s a couple of times, and I thought, that would be a great game to go out to Colorado Springs and play Air Force out there.
Yeah.
It's a sweet place to play. I've been there a few times. Played there when I was at Utah.
That would be a riot.
That would
make it happen.
It never happened, though, right? It never happened.
No, I doubt it. But anyway, hey, great talking to you guys, and we listen to you every morning.
Oh,
all right,
thank
Brad.
you.
Thank you.
That's Chris. The Baldwin Shop.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you, guys. Oh God, we're 1-1.
Yep.
And we're
Took down
29-28.
Chris
Hey, Rudy, thank you. Thank you.
Great job, Rudy.
Last question: what school is Butch Jones the head coach of?
Arkansas State.
Had a great run there.
Okay, on that note, then for Bill, how many games has Butch Jones won through 50 games at Arkansas State?
Through 50.
He's coached 50 games.
26.
Oh my God. Parallel lives. I was going to say 29.
He's 19-31 at Arkansas State. 19 and 31.
Hey, Butch is not.
No, they have not had a.
Not gone well.
No, it's not gone well.
But they're champions of life.
They are champions of life. Yes, they are. He's got that going.
Remember, he
for him.
said that
No,
at
I
Tennessee.
Yeah, he once said that at Tennessee. I think there was
guys were champions of life.
Yeah, there was a period of record struggle, but he said we're champions of life.
It's on the record. He said that, and they'll always stick with him until he's done coaching.
He's 19-31.
That's correct.
He and Moorhead are doing a good job of hanging in there while they're losing a lot. Moorhead's records is incredibly bad.
I think it's worse than that.
Oh, it's way
Yeah, it
worse.
is
way worse.
Way worse.
We'll see him.
Jones
in
is like
September.
Bear Bryant compared to Moorhead.
Hour 3 is next. An early break on the ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Attention all Wings fans. Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. We'll see scattered showers throughout the day. It'll be breezy and cool with an afternoon high near 63. Tonight, partly cloudy skies with a light breeze, a low around 50. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies and calm winds. An afternoon high around 77. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Now's the best time to lock in early order savings on a new John Deere planter from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Plant for success with the latest technology, including Exact Emerge high-speed planters that help you cover more acres with greater precision and productivity. Order your planter for next year now to unlock the biggest savings of the season. Contact your local Landmark location today and experience the Landmark difference.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Country music star Rodney Atkins will be performing at the Icebox on Friday, June 20th. Tickets start at $30 and doors open at 7 p.m. The capacity is only 3,000, so don't wait. Buy your tickets at lincolnstars.com today before it sells out.
Wake up, Lincoln.
Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late.
It's time for Early Break, presented by Nebco. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a Tuesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 3 sponsored by our friends at Nebco. Nebco! Now hiring at Ready Mixed Concrete. You get their job applications at nebcoinc.com. Nebcoinc.com. Looked up just to confirm the quote that we talked about from Butch Jones. This is from late November 2016. He was the head coach at Tennessee. Beat Nebraska 38-24 in the Music City Bowl that year.
Not a bad Tennessee team.
He was asked about his senior players at a press conference, and he said, they've won the biggest championship, that is the championship of life. Said that out loud. Everything that's followed him since the last 9 years has been about that quote, essentially. Butch Jones.
9 years.
He's still coaching.
Yeah.
Arkansas State, not doing well, but championship.
What's their record again?
19-31.
19-31.
At Arkansas State.
Yep.
He had a little rough time at Tennessee, obviously got fired, right?
Yes, he did.
He didn't take the Arkansas State job without getting fired at Tennessee.
Hey.
That team that he played that beat Nebraska was pretty good though, right?
Alvin Kamara, Josh Dobbs. They had Jawan Jennings also still in the NFL with the Niners receiver.
Derek Barnett coming off the edge.
had a first-round draft pick, pass rusher.
That was something to watch, by the way.
He had a heyday that one.
Ooh, he was in the backfield.
Sacks.
Yeah, it was 3 sacks. Only told part of the story. He was in the backfield every play. Yeah, it was amazing to watch. And Nick Gates wouldn't mind me saying this because he talked about it publicly, Bill. It took him 2 months to recover. It did. He said it messed my mind up for 2 months. Now Gates rebounded. He's still in the NFL.
Playing center now.
Yeah. Gates was a great dude too. I think he could have been a college pitcher. It always mesmerized me because he said he could throw it 95. I was like, whoa. Gates.
If you can play that long in the league, that's impressive.
He's a dude. But Barnett
impressive.
just destroyed him. Like it was hard to watch.
You gotta have a plan, and they could maybe chip him with the running back.
This was the point.
There's some things with protection you can do, and if you're going against somebody you're struggling with.
Yeah, it was start to finish a problem.
First quarter to fourth quarter. Keep telling them to play harder. Like, hey, how about a different plan?
I can't remember what they're trying to do, but it wasn't working at all. Barnett's he was good. Barnett turned out
first
good.
Round draft pick.
Yeah, and he turned out well for the Eagles.
Yes.
Now he's moved on. I
think he's retired. I don't think he's in the league. It's been 9 years.
That game's a long time.
That was 9 years ago. It's a long time to be in the league. If he is
a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, Alvin Kamara's still in the league with the Saints, but he's getting up there. Saw this yesterday from CBS Sports.
Yes.
Our off-season friends.
They are friends.
So we mentioned, again, Nebraska, Michigan, it could define Nebraska's season. That was from the other day. But there was
kind of interesting, actually.
This was there's a category of 5 Big Ten games that could possibly shape the college football playoff race before October begins. Now, there's 5 games here that CBS Sports' Tom Fernelli wrote here. And the number 5 is Indiana, Illinois. That could shape the playoff race from the Big Ten.
Isn't that something? Isn't that something?
2 years ago, you'd say, what? Now you say, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of Indiana, it shows you things can change fast. I got a question for you guys, though. Why do we? I'm not. Listen, this is not the kind of thing that keeps me up at night. But you keep hearing this. Who's going to be the next Indiana? Why do people keep saying that about Illinois?
Just number of returners.
I know, but they're not coming out of nowhere, though. That's what I'm saying. They're not.
Indiana. Yeah.
Who's a team coming out of
logo
nowhere?
out of nowhere.
I guess.
But no, as a team, no. They win 9 or 10.
They won 10. They won the bowl game. Get to
so it's
10.
not like they said. Indiana, what they did still goes down, and they're 100% remarkable. Well, whatever. They fired their coach. And they brought a guy in from James Madison. And they went to the playoffs.
Very well.
So
11 wins.
Yeah. It's incredibly impressive.
When I think about the next Indiana, who's going to be the next Indiana, I don't think of Illinois or a team that won 10 games last year and returns a coach in his 5th year. I think of who's coming out of nowhere with a relatively new coach. I don't know who that is.
You've seen them ranked 12th preseason Illinois in several places.
Yeah,
they're not going to surprise teams.
No. Okay, so you got
so number 5, Indiana, Illinois. That's again. These are all September games.
That's September 20th. Same day as Nebraska, Michigan.
Where is it?
At Indiana.
That'll be a must-see.
Wait a second. Yes, it's at Indiana. It is a must-see.
Number 4, Nebraska, Michigan is a game that could potentially shape the playoff race.
Say that again.
Nebraska, Michigan could
talking about
shape the playoff race. That's per Tom Fernelli. Then number 3. Then the top 3 don't surprise anybody. Michigan, Oklahoma, of course, that could be a big factor. 2, Oregon, Penn State, and 1, no doubt, Texas, Ohio State to begin the season on Big Noon kickoff.
Oregon at Penn State.
Big Noon. Oregon, Penn State, whiteout at night.
What a war.
What a whiteout. What a must-see that would be.
Isn't that kind of make you sad that you have that game in September, though?
Yeah, I wish.
I want to see that later.
I'd rather see it in late October. I don't want to see it in November. I want to see it.
It's a top 5 matchup.
Yeah, a little bit later. But that will be an epic battle.
Oh God. You find out about Dante Moore in a game like that. I don't know much about Dante Moore. He's the Oregon starter. He was there last year. Didn't play much, obviously. I don't know what he's got.
Well, obviously you must feel pretty confident because the one thing you do, people that myself included, because I know him and I saw it live. Dan Lanning knows what's going on.
Oh,
so he's not going like, I don't know, at quarterback we're going to struggle, but other than that we're pretty solid. If they didn't think they had a quarterback, they would have went and got a quarterback. It's Oregon. They would have been easy to get a quarterback to come to Oregon. And they didn't even really get a backup one, which would be like, that's for like a Mikey Keene, whatever, the one that went to Oregon. Hey, let's get a guy that's played, we'll see what happens. No, they're like, no, we're good. That would make that would make you feel very confident in my mind because they know what they're doing. Lanny knows what he's doing. And like I said, I've never been more impressed with the staff and the practice when I was out there for those 3 days last year. And I was just sitting there going like, wow. And I've been on some staffs that were incredible. And I was like, this staff is hooked up. And they had players. They had all the.
They have a big physical team.
Yeah, they were. They were big.
That's what people say.
And I would imagine, when I looked at him, they looked because he understands the classic example of when someone says, I don't know who the national champion is going to be, but I know what they're going to look like, and they're going to be big. Mass kicks ass.
Oregon, Jake and Bill, they have that, but they had it before Lanning. Oregon is interesting to me because I always would think Pac-12 not going to be a very physical team, and some of them aren't, but Oregon is. And Oregon
Cristobal was that. He was also that. He was that.
That's exactly. Now there you go. Now they played Wisconsin in a bowl game when Cristobal was there, and I watched it, and I was flabbergasted that Oregon was more physical than Wisconsin. I was like, holy God, they just rock you.
Have some bodies.
Yeah, they're still that way, and they'll be that way. They'll be big and physical at the line of scrimmage. Wouldn't be surprised at all if they beat Penn State.
And we talk about the Illinois thing. It doesn't. We were talking schedules earlier. Doesn't Nebraska's schedule fall almost identical to Indiana's last year? Mm-hmm. They had to play a very tough Ohio State team, and they had to play an okay team at the time in Michigan.
Yeah, in early November.
Yep. That was it. Really, that was
They
their.
didn't have much of a schedule.
They didn't have that.
Yeah, they're non-con.
They didn't have that. So me and Steve were talking earlier. It's like Nebraska's got a rough one at Penn State, and then
Michigan.
That's the only two top 25 teams.
That's it. That's it. USC kind of sniffs it.
They're close, but not there.
No, they're not there.
And you don't look at Michigan. In my opinion, I don't look at Michigan. I don't think Michigan has any chance of being a national champion. I don't think they have any chance of being in the big picture. Not with the true freshman quarterback. I don't see that going to happen.
No, I don't see it at all.
So the schedule that Nebraska has is identical to Indiana's.
Last year,
Indiana's.
No, Nebraska's set up. Yeah. I mean, they're set up.
Yeah.
So
Nebraska should be. I mean, they're for them to be they should be the team that. I mean, how are they not? I mean, they should be in the playoff conversation.
Well, there's some like in this article, it does mention them. Read it.
Yeah, this is from Tom Pernelli. He says there will be some guffawing Nebraska's inclusion on this list in terms of teams that could define the race. I don't see the Huskers as a chance to win the Big Ten, but there's a chance to make a playoff run. Raiola is a former 5-star prospect with a year of experience, and he has Holgerson for a whole year. If he and the offense take a leap, the Huskers are suddenly a lot more dangerous. Remember, nobody saw Indiana and Illinois having the 2024 seasons they had back in May. I'd point out that Matt Rule went 6-6 at Temple in his second season and 7-6 at Baylor. In his third seasons, he went 10-4 and 11-3, respectively.
Because I don't see Indiana probably making the playoffs if it was old school East and West, and they had to play Michigan, which they played. They played Ohio State. They did not play at Penn State.
Right.
And so
I see what you're saying.
And so they
had divisions.
They caught the schedule.
Yeah.
They caught the one.
Nebraska's catching the schedule.
Yeah, they didn't, and they also, like Indiana last year, they didn't catch Oregon. They didn't catch Penn State. And so they caught one. They caught Ohio State, went and is at Ohio State, hung in a little bit, got banged around, but whatever. That was it. And they beat Michigan when Michigan wasn't playing as well. They were, and that still was a really good game.
It was
close.
Michigan came back.
Yeah, Michigan could have beat them. That wasn't.
Michigan had a quarterback.
Yeah, if Michigan had any sense of a quarterback, I mean, their quarterback play was horrendous.
So bad.
I mean, horrendous.
It changed quarterbacks like every game.
But point being is, like I said, when you look at the whole thing, how do you make a run? It's like, well, like right now I was talking to Gator out in he loves the Florida Gators. Doesn't really know why, just loves them. His golf cart's all Florida Gators. And we were talking, I go 8-4 should get you in. 8-4 that with that Gator schedule should get you 9-3. I think it's a slam dunk that Florida's going to in the playoffs.
Oh,
with
the schedule they have,
with who they play.
God, if they win 9.
Yeah, and but that matters, so much, and then your confidence that goes on like that. I think that trip for Nebraska, the playoff game will hinge on one game at UCLA.
Oh,
at UCLA. little tougher game. It's a little bit of travel to it. UCLA will be a solid team, and they have a veteran quarterback. They have a veteran quarterback, and so that's played a lot of football. So we'll see how that thing plays out.
UCLA was a physical team too.
Yeah,
remember when they played Iowa?
Yeah,
it was a Friday night.
Friday night did.
It wasn't a landmark game, but their physicality was clear, and
they were a much better team than Iowa. They were.
You think so?
Yeah,
they're definitely a physical team. Nebraska, I mean, they got the schedule. They have a quarterback. The thing
you question the defensive line still, without Ty Nash, it's a huge question for this team.
Yeah, that's a legit.
It's a legit question. It
all depends on you fall. I don't see there's any way that they're that at worst they're 9-3. I don't see any way. We just who can beat them. Penn State can beat them.
Well,
USC could beat them, but it's at home.
Iowa can beat them.
Yep. But still, I mean, but when you're trying to say, okay,
close games, Bill, there'll be close games.
But they're you also got the two matchups in the right place where you're supposed to be. There's only one game you kind of go, and that was the only thing that Indiana led last year. They had one game.
Right.
At Ohio State, you kind of go, I don't think they're going to win that one.
I still believe it comes down to winning close games. I just don't think
Nebraska has struggled with mightily for a long time.
Right. I just don't think you're going to run USC off the field, you know?
No, I agree with that. But like you said,
you got to win those close ones.
You know, USC and a lot of the pundits have them 10th in the Big Ten.
I know.
They have them 10th in the Big Ten.
I know. But I still don't think you can run that team off. And I don't think you can do it.
They're 1 year away. UCLA is 1 year away.
UCLA or USC?
USC. They're a year away. In a year, I think they'll be pretty good. I don't think this year's their year. I think they're looking at a 7-5 season.
Oh, wait. Does he survive that?
Question. I don't know. It's like a 10-year contract, so it's really hard for. I know they're private, so you don't know what that. But also, when you got to start paying somebody $50-60 million to leave, that's a lot.
Hard to do
so
it.
Much.
That's
just
a lot.
To go away.
I mean, I'd be inclined if it were me, if I had any investment in it, I'd be inclined to keep Lincoln Riley at 7-5.
Oh, I would be shocked if they would let him go at 7-5.
What's the threshold then?
I think it's got to be a disaster where you look horrible and he lost the team.
Like 4-8.
4-8.
Lost
5-6 and lost the team. The team has zero interest in playing, and it's like this is then you have to have that conversation. But it has to have that look to it for it to be able to happen.
It's just I just think this is a close game conversation, and Nebraska's got to win close games instead of losing those. Because there's some teams
that you got to
beat that you're not going to beat bad, but you got to beat them.
You know what you have to do?
What?
See it play out.
Let's just see it play out. I mean, you beat Michigan State by a big margin, you think?
Well, from what you're telling me right away, but do I know much about them? I know this will be. I know this. They'll be well coached.
Yeah.
Now this is all banked on also health, staying healthy, but everyone is in that same boat.
Yeah,
but off the top of it, you're right away. It's like this is Indiana's schedule from last year, almost to a T. That there's just one game you go really hard. Penn State at Penn State, really hard game. They had one game last year. Indiana did, and it was just like, what was it? Ohio State at Ohio State. That was it.
How'd that game go? I can't remember.
They hung in there, made a few mistakes at that. It ended up being pretty handily Ohio State, probably like a 37-14 at the end or 37-17 or something. They made a big error right before halftime. Was it a turnover or something? Where I remember going like, God, they can just get out of this half, and they gave up a score right before half.
38-15.
Yeah. So it wasn't horrific.
It was 14-7 at halftime.
Okay, and they made a mistake somewhere in that first half where I remember thinking they could have went in 7-all, which would have been pretty incredible.
We'll see. Kind of let it play. I wish Nebraska would have gotten a running back too. That's the other thing. I still wish they would have went and gotten a running back. Now
Shamar.
Shamar Brown. The one thing though I did see, I get why you're a coach. I think coaches get sort of they see a guy. If you see Ives walking on a field, you're like, oh my God, that's a running back. I mean, he is a big old school looking Nebraska running back. So maybe that's why they didn't really make a move on Shamar Brown other than the financial considerations. They must feel really good about Ives. When you see him off the hoof, it's like, oh my God, like that's a dude. Now we'll see though what he's got, but I mean, he's the type of guy that can lean forward for 3 yards. You know, he's got lean.
They call that. Hey, run lean right. What's that mean? We need 3. We need 3.
Just lean.
Let's lean into it. Hey, what do you want to do?
Lean forward.
Lean forward. You're going to get to the line of scrimmage and just lean forward. Thanks, Steve.
That's a big old running back.
Steve
now.
also made it pretty. Just make sure you write that down. You got to win close games.
You got to win, but
Well,
it comes
they gotta
down to
get
that. That's college football to me, largely, not for maybe Ohio States of the world, but for most teams, that's what it comes down to now. You can't just keep losing close games. You got to win more than Nebraska.
You got to write. You got to.
Well, it is a sort of stating the obvious, but that's what it comes down to. They're not a lot better than these other teams. They're probably a little better. Win them.
They're not worse.
No.
So that's the big thing.
Right.
Don't be worse.
Yeah.
When we come back, an important question for Sip regarding when is your book ever going to come out?
Oh, yeah.
That's next. An early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by NIPCO on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Although we can't control the air we breathe outside our home, we can make a healthy difference inside, and all it takes is a call to Bryant. With healthy air options, Bryant can help you eliminate allergens, odors, and harmful chemicals, all while controlling indoor humidity levels at the same time. If it's time for a breath of fresh air inside, it's time to call Bryant. Breathe easy, breathe healthy. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at CoppellCars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G187747, and G196599.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Hello, I'm Joe Cordell, founder of Cordell & Cordell. Divorce is complicated, especially when your small business or professional practice is involved. At Cordell & Cordell, we understand that these assets raise unique valuation and allocation issues. For 35 years, we've helped doctors, lawyers, and small business owners navigate divorce with confidence. Call us at Cordell & Cordell. Let me tell you, I understand on a personal level, your business is much more than a job. It's your legacy.
1221 N Street, Lincoln. CordellCordell.com.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You know, there's a lot of friends of yours, Bill, yesterday at Hillcrest for the
Hillcrest
Nebraska Wesleyan Golf Tournament. I'm curious, when you had your halo lights on, what colors you had on last night for them to look over, maybe.
Well, it was kind of
no.
We're on 25% white lighting right now.
25%.
Yes, so that we look very Christmassy white lights on, but 25%. So it's kind of a low glow right now.
Nice.
Yes, kind of a low. Now we were on Memorial Day, red, white, and blue. That was
rightfully so.
We had that, but we'll change it up. Matter of fact, we'll change it up tonight. But we didn't have any. I probably should have had the Prairie Wolves out there.
Could have had their colors.
I just don't know
what color is that.
I don't
black
know.
and gold, right?
I don't know their colors. Ellie would have to tell me. I don't know what they are.
Brown.
I was brown and gold. We were Wyoming. That was our look. We were Wyoming.
I remember.
I think
and so I remember very clearly. I don't know the new colors.
I remember when you were
Yeah.
played. Yeah. I mean, I don't remember you playing.
Did you cover me?
No, I didn't. Mark Durwich would have.
So the Daily Nebraskan did not cover Wesleyan football at all, to your knowledge.
Well, hold on. What year did you graduate?
We'll just let it go.
No, what year did you graduate?
88.
No, Daily Nebraskan didn't. I was thinking if I was at the Journal Star, I definitely covered a couple Wesleyan. God, I wonder
You
if
could
I
have seen
covered
his
you.
touchdown that he had.
I wonder
see
if
the touchdown?
No, I didn't go to Benedictine.
At Amelia Earhart Field.
Was it Benedictine?
Benedictine, yes.
Yeah, I know. I didn't. We didn't
Slant route from the left.
We didn't go on the road. Hey,
Jack Jensen threw it.
was it which? Did you plant your left foot or your right?
Left foot.
Left foot.
Yes. Slashed in. Yes.
Did you spike the
So
ball?
you were lined up
I
left.
should have spiked it probably.
You were lined up to the left.
On the left, right there. Yes, there was an audible.
Were you
Checked
in?
it.
Like
saw that I had isolation coverage out there, and Jack went to me immediately, kind of gave me the head nod, kind of the look.
Were you?
You said
in
you
the
still weren't
slot?
open though.
What's that? No.
Oh,
X
you were
receiver.
wide out.
I was wide. Yeah, I was wide on this.
But
one.
you still weren't open though. It was just a good throw.
I was not open. It was a massive. No one knew what happened. There was a massive crowd when the ball kind of slid through. There was 9 people around the ball, and then it just happened to stick somehow, basically. And I got touchdown.
I
Yes,
wonder what the face looked like.
it was sweet.
He didn't spike the ball though.
Should have spiked it.
No, you don't spike it.
That was the only thing. So that
What would Ron done if you spiked the ball?
He wouldn't have been proud. That would not have been good. There was no more. There was none of that back then. There was no showboating going on, that type of thing. And then there was the big win over Mike Osborne and Hastings, which was kind of my. That was my only moment that really mattered.
We never talked about.
We never heard about this. I don't think.
That was when
Mike Osborne.
Yeah, he was the starting quarterback for Hastings.
Okay,
and we beat him 3-0 in the second quarter. I caught another slant route and took a shot to the kidneys for a late hit. The late hit put us in field goal range.
You go like this.
I did. Gave that made the field goal and we won 3-0. So yeah. So
you're like Amir Abdullah setting up Nebraska versus Northwestern.
The same thing. Yes.
How do people not talk about this?
It was a 9-yard completion.
9-yard completion. Tack on 10.
Tack on
or
15. Hit the field goal 3-0.
Wait a second. You were responsible for them beating Mike Osborne and Hastings?
It's a pretty big thing.
Okay, there's two things that you did. Benedictine and Hastings.
Mike Osborne.
Does Mike Osborne still
it gets heated when we talk. Yeah. Mike's a great guy. I love talking to him. I haven't talked to him for about a month or so.
When you buy Husker gear, does he up the price?
I don't know. We're kind of friends, so probably not. So
wow.
We had some people that were chiming into the text line the other day, which I thought was important to bring this up. You keep talking about this book that Bill Moose, friend of yours, former Nebraska AD,
Steve Moose,
has coming out in sometime probably mid to late July, right? That's the time frame, or maybe August at the latest.
Yeah, later in the summer.
You've mentioned on the show for years that there's a book you'd like to write at some point called "I Missed Out on All the Fun."
This is your conversation.
No, you brought this book up before in the past. You brought up that you said you had a title for it, you have everything for it. It would be a bestseller.
Why are you not writing a book?
Why are you not writing the book?
I don't.
Yes.
Your book would be very popular.
Oh, in this state? Are you kidding me? This would be really popular.
It's not really.
How do we get this going?
It's not on my mind.
I guarantee if I asked the Breakers if they want a Sipple novel, they would say yes. We want
a novel
or the biography, whatever. Your book.
But no, they would not want a biography.
Autobiography. What do you want?
They do not want an autobiography.
Think about it. When you start talking
about, they just want a Husker book.
They just want to talk about They want to talk about Nebraska. You covered Danny Nee.
Mm-hmm.
You covered. 5 head coaches.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 head coaches.
Yeah, there's been a lot.
So you got to go through Osborne all the way to current.
Mm-hmm.
And then thing is, the funny stories, the lighthearted stories, or the behind the scenes stories you could tell. Well, this is what happened after the Iowa State game and whatever that type of scenario. That's what's interesting. It's not that I did this.
No.
It
wouldn't be that.
Hey,
trust me.
I was talking to Pelini after this game, and this is what came up. Whatever it is, that would be very interesting to people.
It would be at some point. Maybe it will happen.
The Journal Star stories would be great. Just answering the phone. Sports.
Charlie McBride chasing you into the elevator.
Yes, that would be those.
That was bad.
Yeah, those
people want to hear that.
Yeah,
they want to read.
They want to
read
that.
There's a lot of good stories for sure. I'm not inclined to do it right now because of time constraints, but maybe in 10 years. I'm not in the business.
Couldn't we start it? We start on just get some outlines
That's
put
a
together.
Third job, right? Wouldn't you call that kind of like a third job?
Yeah, just kind of start a little bit. Because I'm also like that. The one thing you like getting paid. This would make money. This would be. I would like to finance this. I'd like to get finance. Jake, would you jump in?
I would absolutely.
Yes, we will jump in to finance this. Breakers, please text in. We're not going to wait. We're not going to wait until Friday to see if people want to buy Steve's book. Let's text.
There's
in
no
now.
book in the works.
Yeah, but would they buy one?
Brad, I'd buy the book for sure.
Yeah,
Bird says Sip's interactions with Bo could be a book by itself.
Probably could.
And Danny Nee would be my favorite.
Danny Nee would be good.
Danny Nee would be incredible.
It was very similar situation. I mean, if I told you everything, it would freak you out.
That's what I mean. That's
stuff that like Danny threatening my life, stuff like that.
I'd like to see that one.
I'm like, he wouldn't mind me saying it. We've talked about it. He did say at one time in his office, "I can have you taken care of." And I said, Danny, what does that mean exactly?
And what did he say?
What are we talking
What did you
about?
follow up with?
You're gonna have me off.
And you think this? So you've been threatened that there was a hit put out on you. And that's not going to be a great book.
I can have you taken care of.
Danny, what does that mean?
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
Was this after you talked about turning this place into a bowling alley?
No,
just start winning more games, Dan. Turn this place into a bowling alley.
He was a really good coach to deal with because he didn't stew. He just came at you. I mean, it was. Oh, we had the heated. I mean, I always would take issue with people saying I'm a homer because it was horrible at times dealing with coaches, like really hard, like rough stuff. I mean, you got to go over and deal with them and face them and.
Probably there's probably certain times too like that. It's like, okay, this guy's getting let go. Don't want him to get let go. Really like
stuff like that.
Yeah. So I know these assistants, or I know this, or they had to have this change, and I think who's the most interesting? Take Moose out, I guess, or is he the one? Who's the most interesting AD that you covered? You covered what? How many ADs?
Quite a few.
So go back through it. So before
Burn, I'd say Burn or Moose.
Burn or Moose.
Yeah, Burn was. I wish I could tell a story about. It was more. Burn did nothing wrong. I did, and Burn handled it really well. But Burn was, he was incredibly intelligent, and he had a way about him that was interesting because he had very much a business acumen. He comported himself well. It was different than Moose. Moose was a lot looser, and Burn presented himself one way, but behind the scenes, Burn was super funny. And I don't know, I just got along with Burn really well. He was interesting. Moose was the best storyteller. It was kind of, I don't know. I would try to have serious interviews with him, and we just end up laughing too much. And I'd be like, Bill, we got to be more serious about this stuff. But he just likes to tell stories, and he's super funny. He's one of the funniest people I've ever dealt with. Anyway, I don't know if I'd write a children's book, maybe.
You've got about 20 people that already want to buy a book. Text line.
We prepay these.
What if I wrote about feral cats and where they could go?
I'd probably buy that too.
That should be, it needs at least be a chapter.
No,
would there be a chapter about the stool?
Yeah, of course.
There'd be a chapter. There's got to be two chapters because I'm not part of this. Like I said,
there would be chapters about the stool.
I made it very clear with that. Like that, you guys are like you're Saban.
Big in the book.
You're Saban. Because you two guys have won like 6 national championships. I'm just trying to help you win the 7.
You have to bring up Bill's conversation from the Rock out at the Shoemakers. When he got disparaged on the phone.
That was rough. That was a rough day.
Bill took you to town.
He completely took me to task. It was a rough one. That was a rough. But you were in the right on that. That's why it was rough. Because Bill's smart. He was like, "Why didn't you talk to anybody else?" Like I just had one basic source. I'm not going to get into the whole thing, but you're like, why wouldn't you?
I believe we probably talked.
Isn't it your job to talk to somebody else? Like now you mentioned it.
You got like Watergate or something. Like who'd you talk to? Well,
I was on the Rock and Bill called. Bill called on an afternoon.
He told me
Sunday afternoon blew up my world a little bit.
Must have blew up my world too. Yeah. Must have been bored.
No, you weren't bored. You were hot.
Coach.
He was pissed.
Being an assistant coach.
The spillover's next and early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by Nipco on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hello, I'm Joe Cordell, founder of Cordell & Cordell. Divorce is complicated, especially when your small business or professional practice is involved. At Cordell & Cordell, we understand that these assets raise unique valuation and allocation issues. For 35 years, we've helped doctors, lawyers, and small business owners navigate divorce with confidence. Call us at Cordell & Cordell. Let me tell you, I understand on a personal level, your business is much more than a job. It's your legacy.
1221 N Street, Lincoln. CordellCordell.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio, video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at cobblecars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G187747, and G196599.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Have an anniversary coming up? I've got you covered. Celebrate your love with the timeless elegance of jewelry. This anniversary, give the gift of sapphires, emeralds, rubies, or gold. Find the perfect piece that reflects the beauty and depth of your commitment. Whether it's your first anniversary or your 50th, surprise your loved one with a gem as beautiful and rare as she is. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help you find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Western Sand and Gravel is hiring for a variety of positions at their sand and gravel plants near Ashland. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Available positions include plant operators, dredge operators, and shop service technicians. They offer great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, paid holidays, and paid time off. No matter your experience level, on-the-job training is available to help you build a rewarding career with Western Sand and Gravel. Start your career today. Visit westernsand.com.
Although we can't control the air we breathe outside our home, we can make a healthy difference inside, and all it takes is a call to Bryant. With healthy air options, Bryant can help you eliminate allergens, odors, and harmful chemicals, all while controlling indoor humidity levels at the same time. If it's time for a breath of fresh air inside, it's time to call Bryant. Breathe easy, breathe healthy. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Your Nebraska Lottery announces the 2025 NASCAR Powerball Playoff. And it's a great way to get on track for a chance to win $1,000. From May 27th to June 23rd, buy $2 of Powerball, enter the voucher number online, and you could be one of 20 winners of $1,000 and a chance to win a VIP trip to the NASCAR Championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway. Roar into any Nebraska Lottery retailer and buy $2 of Powerball today. Powerball top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover, sponsored by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One Loves took a peek at some of the scores from the finales of the regionals in college baseball. North Carolina pummeled Oklahoma again, 14-4.
Yeah.
The same team that beat Nebraska 17-1. It's got wiped by Carolina 14-4. I don't think it's a bad thing Nebraska didn't play the Heels. They were a problem in Carolina.
Yeah, they were a problem.
They're pretty good.
I tell you what, there is talk about must-see super regional.
Which one?
Tennessee, Arkansas.
Oh,
at Arkansas. That is as must-see as you can possibly get. That's even one of those tickets like you can't get in. There's no chance. And then the SEC has to be livid though that they're playing each other. That one's not going. I mean, there's a chance right now.
You want both those teams in Omaha.
There's a chance right now of just one team from the SEC making it?
Is that true?
LSU won last night. They're in the Super Regional.
They beat Little Rock, so they're in.
So in the Super Regional. I'm talking about to the CWS.
Yes.
So they're still alive. Arkansas and Tennessee are both alive, but they play each other.
Yeah.
So there's only two with a chance to get out of it. One's guaranteed, obviously. I don't think there's any other SEC schools.
I think you're right, Bill. I'm trying to look at the score.
So if LSU would lose, there'd be one SEC team in the College World
Does
Series.
Sankey care about that?
Yeah, he would care.
I would think you would.
Yeah, he would care.
I don't know who LSU plays. You know who they play in the Super?
I don't know that.
I didn't see that.
I don't know that. But Arkansas, Tennessee, talk about must see. That's must see.
Is it? So it's at Arkansas.
It's at Arkansas.
Yeah, it would be. That's something to watch.
Yeah, that would be one to.
Auburn has a chance.
Auburn,
Thank
right.
you.
Yes,
Thank you
okay,
to Bud. Checks it. Bud. Auburn has a chance.
Auburn's in the mix.
Who's playing who? Do we know who
sorry.
Who Auburn's playing and who?
Pulled up.
Yeah. So there's a chance like that. So, but three's as high as they can go, and it could go just one.
Yeah,
could go just. They have one guaranteed that's in.
The SEC's in the toilet. They're not. They're good, but they're not as. I would say that they've been a little disappointed.
Arkansas Little Rock was up 5-1 against LSU, but then they kind of fell apart. But hung in there.
The Supers. Here's what you have on the Supers starting Friday through Monday. Okay, you've got Miami at Louisville.
Okay,
in the Supers. Florida State at Oregon State.
Pulling for Oregon State there.
Arizona at North Carolina.
Okay.
Coastal Carolina at Auburn.
Okay.
UTSA at UCLA. Murray State at Duke. Duke or Murray State will be in the CWS.
Yes, how about that?
Interesting. West Virginia at LSU. West Virginia just won. They had an impressive win in their regional, and then Tennessee at Arkansas. Wow. That is really unfortunate. Tennessee's playing Arkansas.
Especially when Murray State's playing
Murray
Duke.
State and Duke. Really, we couldn't get like Tennessee or
right.
Interesting.
Because for a fan base, if you show up, let's say LSU makes, which you know is the number one fan base. 2 is Arkansas, or Tennessee. They'd be probably almost 2A and 2B.
I totally agree.
So if those 3 teams showed up, it would be. But to have Arkansas playing Tennessee, that's like, oh man, I wasn't happy with that when I heard that.
Murray State or Duke?
Murray State.
That is odd.
Murray State.
What kind of fan base would they bring?
I would think a lot. They've never. I mean, this is the first time they've ever even been to a super regional. So it'd be very cool.
I do a lot of annoying things, and here's another one. Who's a big time Murray State athlete?
There's only one, I think, for basketball. Isaiah Kanan won a couple years ago.
Jake, unbelievable.
They made a Sweet 16 run, I believe, or around.
How do you do that?
Yeah.
Isaiah Kane, that's amazing.
He didn't do much in the NBA. He was really good in college. Did get drafted, I believe, but that's really it for Murray State.
Is there a Murray State racer that I don't know about?
I don't think so.
Where did Ja play?
Ja played. Was he at Murray State?
I hope not.
I think Ja was Murray. I'm pretty sure Ja was Murray State. Yeah, Ja.
Was he?
I think he was. I think Ja was Murray State.
Hold on, we're doing this.
Please confirm that. That's bad.
Come on, no, we're fine.
I'm pretty sure he was Murray State. Isaiah Kanan for sure, and then I think John Morant was for sure.
That'd be one. That'd be a miss if we didn't know that one.
That's the one. That's the one.
Doesn't bother me that I don't know that. That does not upset me.
I'm almost positive it's Murray. It's Ja. Yeah, everyone's saying it's Ja.
Is it?
Our bad. Thank you, Sip. At least Sip mentioned that though. So
nice job, Steve.
Completely.
Yeah, he definitely played at Murray State.
Yeah.
Our bad.
So if they come to the College World Series, would he be here?
He should make an appearance.
I wonder. That would be kind of something to see. Demetrius Jamal Morant is his name.
If Duke makes it, does Coach K? I know he's retired. Does he stop by? Does he come down to Omaha watch some Duke baseball?
Might be.
Maybe.
John
What
Shire.
about Duke? What about the
Does
Duke?
Cooper Flag make an appearance?
Any update on
Billis.
Duke's lawsuit? Duke, your friend Duke.
What's that?
Any update on the lawsuit?
Duke up. Well, we've had to battle back. I've alerted our team of lawyers to be able to be aware.
Sometimes I'll scare people off.
Yeah, just know we have a team of
Marty,
lawyers.
Mossman.
Marty, like that will be there for sure. Mossman will be there. and Hal Anderson also will be on the support team.
Well supported here.
We're very well supported.
Bring it, Duke.
Yeah,
Let's dance.
So let's dance, Duke.
Yeah,
Duke.
Duke.
What was it for emotional anguish? Was it
mental anguish?
Mental anguish. He said that's anybody's suing us for mental
Come on,
anguish.
Duke. We're friends here, Duke.
What if he took the show down? What if he did it?
Just Duke.
And every morning from 6 to 9 was just Duke, just talking plumbing.
I took over
plumbing and sports.
I'm the new host.
I'm the new host.
By
just Duke by himself.
No co-host. No sports talk.
Just Duke.
This is Duke. Duke in the morning.
Hey, this is Duke. And
plumbing and sports.
Plumbing and sports.
Plumbing questions and sports. Probably could make that work.
Might work. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it for us.
Yeah.
The drive is next. We will see you guys tomorrow.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill